Welcome to a magnificent journey into the past. This is medieval time!
Oh, the dragon's balls were blazing as I stepped into his cave. Then I sliced his fucking cockles with a long and shiny blade.
I am she, the more deadly mandolin.
I'm a wizard. When we play, we go all night. Eating Twizzlers, got myself a wild high. Learning new tricks, shooting lightning to the sky. Roll a d6.
Her gold blonde hair spills past her alabaster shoulders like springs of honey mead. Her full, ample breasts are barely covered by a sheen of magical elven chainmail. Leather leggings hug her butter-supple loins.
I want to have sex with her.
So, you're walking through the forest and... What? A forest? We were in a dungeon. And what about the evil wizard who was zapping everyone? He's done. What? He's done zapping. Now move along. So, you're walking through the forest. Dungeon. Okay, dungeon forest. Whatever. You're walking along. And you're walking...
But that's a burden you choose to bear when you can bend the very laws of reality with the power of your imagination. That's a gift to be respected and feared.
He was 10 years old when his cousins introduced him to a game, Dungeons and Dragons.
As I was killing things, killing people, animals, the more I played Dungeons and Dragons, and the more I got involved in Satanism.
I'm telling you, these people are Satanists. As I sit here, they are Satanists. Look, the world is full of these kind of things. Look at this. Black masses, mutilations, mutilation.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Once they get in here, it's over, pal.
Hey, look, we got Phil.
Look at that.
Yeah, I made it.
Just in time.
Yeah.
That was my adult stage name.
Just in time.
But it was Justin and then time with the TH,
yeah.
right?
Just in time.
Like the spice, rosemary,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Middle name Nikov.
Hi, everybody.
So how's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Okay, you guys ready for a full-fledged adventure since we have a...
Hell yeah.
Time.
Let's
Wanna
roll
friends?
all the die.
Did I say how awesome you guys are? You're holding up a whole campaign for me. I was like, right here in the fields, man.
Good, man. Yeah.
Don't let me die.
Yes, keep us alive.
Don't shoot the
She
first
probably got
big
alive.
boss you see with an ice arrow.
I want to go ahead and say,
I
go ahead and roll up that
can't
second
wait
character now.
But
Like, and the giant demon prince gives his speech. Caroline shoots him in the face.
no, because I can talk to that one.
You don't show up, and so we just kill you off in NPC form?
It's been fun.
I will be late on Tuesday.
No.
And I want to
haven't-
go ahead and say now, before I forget, there will be no session next Friday.
A required
Cool.
optional thing.
Because me and Liz are going out of town for the whole weekend.
Turning it off while the mice are
Very
away.
nice.
We'll just
Well, that's
log
nice
in
because I
anyway.
actually work next weekend, so I won't be.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's
worked out well.
perfect.
Phil, I might get with you if I have time. I don't know if I'll have time. I might get with you about some light video editing because I'm
sure,
thinking
of
about
course.
maybe chopping some stuff up and putting some best of stuff as a as like a posted thing for the time we normally.
Yeah, I'd love to. Okay.
So we'll see if we have time. Okay, so let's do a quick rundown here, and then we're going to get into the shit because you guys left off right before some stuff is about to pop off. So, Lewis, let's start with you then. We'll be fair to Nola.
Howdy. I am Ulfgar. I am a dwarven barbarian with a heart of gold and a recipe for Pop-Tarts and a thirst for blood. And yeah, I'm off with these crazy elves and my uncle Eldon up there and just walking around trying to hunt down some lost vampires, I think.
Excellent. Caroline?
I am Talia Nivane. I'm a high elf, rogue urchin. Shooting stuff and things at people and creatures all the time. It's kind of my new favorite hobby, apparently. And I am becoming the Tony Stark of the team. I'm just giving everybody cool shit.
Excellent.
I'm surprised Talia hasn't bought a warehouse yet.
I don't need one. I don't keep most of it. I sell and get money, and then buy new things, and then sell those things.
Just flipping that stuff before it hits the table.
Yeah, man.
I'm B. Nolan. Talia and I grew up together in the streets of the cities, and hence we are of the urchin ilk.
In the ghetto.
I'm a rogue, blender in of shadows, hunter of vampires. Let's just pull something interesting. Honorary member of the Durgeddon dwarf clan of Kundakar.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
cute.
Some good lore.
Level 5.
Okay.
I think everybody is level 5 currently.
Co-investor or partner in the Pop-Tart venture.
Let's go with the let's go with the wizard.
Going big this time.
Yeah, Sparks Comics.
Homie. Yeah.
Like Gandalf, he goes by many names.
So this time I'm not Wolfrian. I'm Sparks Comics. No. I am Wolfrian Helgiel. I am a level 5 wizard who just found out some upsetting information about Jock's identity and that he is the stepbrother of the tiefling that killed my parents, and my parents killed Jock, but Jock's still alive, living in Kyo's body right now, and so I got a little mad last time on my quest for revenge for my parents' death, and now I'm ready to go take it out on some vampires. But before we do that, I'm going to have to check in on some former cult members to make sure that they're not out there assisting.
Fucking Carl.
Carl, Steve, and Jeffrey, my friends. Hopefully they're still praying to Zuth.
All right then, Nola.
And cinnamon soda.
I are dwarf. I make things, I break things, and then I maybe fix things that I broke. And I guess I am the creator of the term vampirate, which is quite possibly the crowning achievement of not just my role-playing life, but also my entire life in general. Hey, Ripley, stop.
Ripley is not a happy vampire fan.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sense is a vampire.
Yeah, she's on vampire duty.
No.
So I'm going to mute for a second until she shuts up. So,
all right, that's all good. So, where we find ourselves, I'm going to go ahead and bring up this map here.
Oh,
She's being nice.
That's the first time I've seen her.
That's all
Very
she
cute.
wanted.
The patch over the one eye.
Smaller than I thought she was.
That's
So you're laying on the sofa.
Yeah, she's always all stretched out.
So Morgana has given away the location of what's left of the vampire ascendancy, and they are located here in a cave system that where they were being stored until they were going to be used militarily by Byron once he got his rings made, Daywalker rings. So the group has been gathering. There's Sean. Hey, what's happening, man? Glad you're here.
Hey, Sean.
The group has been gathering, and oops, actually, I shouldn't have put that away yet.
I have a map question.
What's that?
I noticed that the cube markers are on the map.
Mm-hmm. Not up to date, but yes.
Okay, that was my next question. Thank you very much.
There are 13 cube markers now.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. So we last left off with, Alon was closing up shop for the night, and he's coming back, and he was also coming back with Miriam. And you guys find out that, hey, tomorrow we're going to get a hunting party together to go take out these vamps. And the Commandant says Miriam is going because she hasn't done anything for a while. Richard is also going to go, and Morgana will be joining you. Alon completed 4 ice crossbow bolts for Talia.
Nice.
So assuming he doesn't withhold those from you, you can put them in your inventory.
I'm assuming same rules as the ice bolts, Constitution saving throw wise.
Yes. Yep. You just did it where you can actually have it for that weapon. Same idea. All right, cool. So the Commandant says, he's looking at the map and he's showing you guys. He says, we're going to attack here. We're going to attack broad daylight, so they have nowhere to go. It won't matter either way inside those caves what time of day it is, but at least they won't be able to take off running out of there. So he says, I understand some of you have your own journeys to make, but Morgana, Miriam, and Richard will be traveling with me by way of stagecoach. And he says, I suggest that we all meet together at the location that we built or that we set down the transportation cube in Evergreen Terrace.
Oh.
Cool.
And then from there, once we've all got together, then we'll attack the vampires at the caves.
Cool.
So there you go. So we spent a lot of time last session getting everything together. If you guys couldn't get it together in an hour and a half, then that's tough. You guys got as far as you could get. So we're just going to go straight like this. How's everybody going to travel to get there?
I'm going.
First of all, Lewis, I know you had something you were going to suggest.
I'm hoping I can ride sidecar along with my uncle there, and maybe if on the way to Evergreen Terrace, someone could drop me off to find my bike.
I'm a big fan of the Buddy Road comedies.
You took the train there, right? From Secret City to Evergreen Terrace? We took a train there. Didn't we take the train there from Secret City to Evergreen?
Yeah, there's a roadway, though.
Okay.
But you could go by train if you didn't want to take your bike. You can leave your bike or you can take your bike.
That's my question is I'm thinking biking from Northridge to Secret City, but then taking the train from there.
And
just to conserve fuel, if for no other reason. I'm a little worried about that.
Okay, so that'll be the way you'll do it. And I think there was something you wanted to do in Secret City. Is that right?
Yes, I want to look for printing presses.
Okay, cool. We'll factor that in. Okay, so we'll go with Talia. How are you wanting to get there? And is there anything you're wanting to do on the way?
I was kind of under the impression the cube would be a quality way to just flip that.
You absolutely can, assuming that that's the way that the wizard's going to be traveling there.
And then I have a thing I would like to do as well. Or a few things, really.
What do you want to do?
One of them I will let you know, and then the other one I want to go to the magic shop.
Okay, what's the one you want to let me know?
Just for shits and gigs, because I like hanging out with them.
Okay.
Do we know you're going to magic shops, or is that just your thing?
I would assume at this point I've started, I've stocked the house, I've given him things. Is there something you would like?
World peace.
Never know what you need until you need it.
Yeah.
All right, so Wolverine, we have confirmed you're going to take the...
Yeah, I want to take the cube because that'll be quickest way to get there, because I also have a couple things I want to do in Secret City.
Cool. And you guys will be able to warp to Miriam's house, so that's easy. And then you can warp to the other Evergreen.
Okay, cool. So if anyone's going to Secret City, I do need to find some oil for my motorcycle to make it operational. So I was hoping to look around Secret City for maybe some place that might have crude oil.
So if
it's along the way.
Yeah. So okay. Yep. So you guys are going to roll there and try to get the bike, and then maybe haul it. You could probably pull it to Evergreen Terrace.
What do you think, Alon?
Don't we have the pseudo oil kerosene mix shit that we made?
I think you already spread all that among it, unless you had some extra. But you could do that to at least get to.
No, I used my pint of gas to top off everyone else's.
That's
I don't know
if.
Yeah.
Am I aware that you guys did your use candle oil or concoction to just get it moving for a little bit? Because that might be enough to get my bike rolling.
Right?
See again?
I believe, I don't know if I'm aware of this, but I believe Alon and Bean just kind of took lamp oil and made
that's what they're talking
moonshine.
about. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. I don't know if they still have any though.
But we have lamp oil, I assume, all over town.
We could make a batch just to fill it up until we could get to.
Sure. Yeah, just get it because it's not very far. If you remember where he left it, it was north of.
Yeah, it's right around there.
Yeah, so we'll take some of that junk with us to fill it up so we can get it.
Excellent. Okay. So with that said, then
I'll take a gallon of lamp oil then with me from the school.
Okay. Yeah. I want Alon, Wolfreen, and Bean to give me an initiative roll.
I like initiative. 18.
11.
Mm, 19.
Show off.
One second here.
Screen to get a dice roller open. I forgot that part. I see your whatever agrees you. It's just like a bridal way.
Okay. That worked. All right. So
Good, thanks.
What'd you have, Jeremy? You had 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. So then Phil.
Starting
you'll have
off
the
the
first.
low rolls.
Phil, you're gonna ride on to. We'll just say you left early. Left at the time, and you took off toward Secret City on your bike. And it takes a couple hours with this motorcycle, so it's not too big of a deal. It's early in the morning and all that. You head out there.
Out of curiosity, whose bike is it that has the sidecar?
Alon's.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So you arrive in Secret City, and what is it you're wanting to do?
Well, I want to look for a printing press.
Okay.
And I'll ask, and I have in my head to ask the group, and once we meet again, and maybe rope the DM in, would it make sense for us to have at least a garage in Secret City to park our bikes? We seem to be here a lot. Wondering.
Yes, and I would venture to guess that it would be perfectly fine for you to leave it at Miriam's house.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then having said that, I would like to work towards perfecting, or at least making a lot easier, a system that we can harvest and store fuel wherever we're going to park our bikes, whether it's at the Northridge or Miriam's house.
Sure.
Okay.
So we'll say that you went ahead, and you're the one that's wanting to track down the oil for everyone's bikes.
Okay.
So we can do that. So what we'll do right now is we're going to see. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll, and we'll see if you can find crude oil in Secret City, because it is possible.
I got a 12.
With your addition in it? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You can't find anything like that.
Okay.
However, you can also give me an investigation roll to determine you can find a printing press.
Even worse, 6.
Okay. You are lost in the shuffle of the city.
Okay.
You found a laundry press.
Yes.
Found a comic book press.
Can I make T-shirts?
However, what is your passive wisdom?
Passive wisdom is, I always forget where to look at that. It's 10.
Okay.
Which isn't
okay. I'll tell you. All right, this will work. This will work. Okay, so you're walking around. You're like, I can't find crude oil. I can't find, a printing press, and my thieves' cant is getting me nowhere in the city because I just don't know these people like I do in some of the others. Okay.
I would pay for a guide if all else failed.
But you're walking around and you're thinking that, but your passive wisdom is enough to realize that there is someone on the side of the road holding up newspapers that say Secret City Gazette.
Okay. Oh, well, perfect then. I'll pay for a copy, and assuming the address of the publisher is somewhere in the paper.
Okay. Well, it will be 1 copper.
Oh, that's cheap.
Okay. Wow.
Nobody values newspaper anywhere anymore.
I'd like to haggle that down. I'd like to haggle that down, please.
Will you accept button?
Yes. Here's a small.
Will you accept not getting stabbed?
All right. Very good.
Well, there you go. You've got the Secret City Gazette, and it is very easy to find them. They are toward the very center of the city.
All right. Off I go.
So you go there and you get there, and it's open to the public to just, walk in and see what they've got going on there. And you go in, and there's huge, paper rolls just running. This place can print.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. Well, I guess I'm interested in talking to the manager or the person in charge of sales.
Okay. Sure. You do find a boss type figure. He's got, suspenders on.
There are psychiatrists in this world.
There are. There absolutely are.
Okay.
He's got a cigar sticking out of his mouth and he's got suspenders.
TJ
All right.
Jameson.
Hello. Yeah. Hey, good point. Yeah, that's right. Hey, good sir. I would like to inquire about your industry in general, but perhaps with a business opportunity at the end of it.
He's like, well, what can I do for you?
I would like to explain to him the process of trading cards, wherein 9 to 12 cards are printed on a single sheet of paper,
card stock,
front and back, and then it's trimmed out.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. Oops, that's the mute button.
Persuasion roll, mute button.
Is that considered a crit fail?
15.
15? Okay. That's enough for it. I mean, like he doesn't quite get the concept. He's never seen anything like that, but you're very descriptive in it. So he's kind of getting, he's willing to hear you out. He's like, okay, so how you want to go about this? How much are you wanting to produce and how often?
Well, it would depend on cost.
Okay.
It would depend on interest generated from what I would call a prototype print run. I would also ask for your advice on distribution. I don't know how far you reach other than within the city.
He said that we are available in most territories on the continent, and we are currently shipping to Waterdeep at the moment.
Okay. Then I guess ultimately my thought would be, wow, now that I have someone I can throw ideas at, or have thrown ideas at, then I need to come up with, I need those artists to come through. And I need to come up with actual, I guess I would.
So just realize it's only been like maybe a week and a half since you put that out. So that's still, it's coming in the pipeline.
Yes, of course. So I guess I would ask him then what he needs from me. I'm lining up artists. I need to know what he needs as far what's a print master,
He said, well, we're not going to talk price or anything until we're sure about product and quantity. So once you've got something put together, you can bring and show me. Then we'll talk about it. And I see no reason why we can't run them that day.
What's his name?
His name's Frank. Frank Miller.
Frank.
I was going with Perry White.
Frank the Miller? No, okay. Frank Miller.
So this is a great example of something that's just totally off the cuff. This was created completely by me and Phil right now. I had nothing planned about this.
How old is Frank Miller?
Frank Miller, I mean, this guy's in his like mid to late 40s.
Oh, all right. So he's never mind.
He had a lot of success earlier in his career, and now he's just kind of.
Now he's a little okay.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, then I guess I'll shake his hand and thank him for his ideas and assure him that I would be. Oh, I guess I'll ask for ballpark pricing.
Well, like he said, we won't talk about that until he goes. I need to see something physical in order to.
That makes sense.
To base that, and then we'll talk about large runs. The larger the run, the cheaper it would be, obviously. But also, you'd have to factor in how far we're going to ship them.
Yeah. Okay.
So, okay, cool. So that's Phil's first turn. That's excellent, Phil. I am going to award you 300 experience for coming up with a really cool little interaction.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Man, another.
Oh, and did you dole out experience for last game?
Everybody wanted me to hold off, so I didn't.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead.
Just a reminder then.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and because everybody was here for part of it and had something to do with it. So everybody give yourselves 500 experience just for being a part of that last mini session. Because you guys did a lot of role play.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing some water.
Creeping closer to level 6.
What you at?
I'm still a little ways away. 11,000.
Okay.
Creeping. 3,000.
How much do you need till the next?
I think 3,000.
Oh, excellent. You'll definitely get to level 6 in the near future unless you die.
Isn't it? Unless you die.
14, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
That was ominous.
Okay. Cool. So then that puts us with group number 2, which would be Alon and Ulfgar. And you guys are tearing out of Seeker City shortly
Who did Richard go with, by the way?
tearing out of Northridge shortly after Bean went. And you guys are heading straight to get the bike, I assume, because you have enough to get the thing powered and go. And hopefully somebody else will bring some oil.
And while we're cruising, I'd like to tell Alon about this ancient battlefield that's not too far from the forest, full of all sorts of relics from a great battle between elves and orcs and dwarves. There's even relics of Kundrakar there.
This sounds like something I could get behind for sure.
Yeah, that other dwarf we know, Tickle, I think he grabbed a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't want to disturb any of our fallen ancestors' belongings, but I think if you go there and you give them the okay to the spirits, I don't know, maybe they won't mind.
How far away is it from here?
What's it? It's a couple hours northwest of Evergreen Forest.
Yeah, it's a few hours.
I mean, I made it there on a buffalo, so.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. If we keep in touch with the time, it took you guys, a full day to get up to that part of there. So remember, you're meeting with the commandant, so you want to be wary of time right now. But it's definitely feasible.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go check that out.
Cool.
Just something that occurs to Ulfgar as we're cruising.
Our very own Gettysburg.
Yeah. Cool. So, Ulfgar, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw to determine whether you remember where the bike is parked exactly.
See my wisdom.
I
actually got a 15.
15? Okay. You are well within reasonable ability to direct him to where it is.
Okay.
So
I left some orc heads around it, so.
So, Alon, you're cruising along, and the forest is to your left, and the wide open plains are to your right. And you guys are kind of just following around and hoping you're going to get there. And off in the distance, you are seeing a bunch of goblins scurrying around.
I punch Ulfgar in the shoulder, and I go, "Look, toys."
I mean, is it? Do we have a minute? Oh, wait. I'm trying to be a better man. Can we murder them?
Well, at the very least, we should go see if they need to be murdered.
Okay, I'll go with that. So now that you've been chatting and you're getting closer in sight, you do see the scattered remains of Ulfgar's motorcycle, and they're being carried around by the goblins.
No, murder-worthy.
This sounds like a murdersome offense to me.
I say, pardon me for a moment, and I leap out of the moving motorcycle and charge after the first goblin near me.
I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, can we do like a cool slide?
19.
You go flying out of the sidecar right at him?
He's going to if he pulls this off.
I got 19.
Okay, so good news is you didn't fall and break your neck, but I want you to give me an acrobatics check to determine whether you can start swinging on these fuckers right away.
Acrobatics. That's Dex again?
Yeah.
Well,
but you got your acrobatics modifier.
That is an 11.
Okay, cool. That's a positive outcome, so I'll say you do get to attack one immediately.
Oh, okay.
So there's a goblin. He's carrying a freaking engine block.
You son of a bitch. I got a 9 and a 15.
Yeah, the 15 is going to hit.
Okie dokie. And I say, pardon me, goblin, and then I hit him with 16 damage.
Okay, 1 second here. Hang on. This is funny shit. So he is nothing.
Okay. I assume I didn't bother to count how many goblins are there.
No, it was just a big pile, and they're running in and out of the forest, so they're scattering and seeing you coming. So you annihilated the goblin with the engine block. Alon, what are you doing? Are you slowing the motorcycle, or are you turning around?
I'll catch you later.
Are you kidding me? This is buddy action movie to its finest. I'm just going to drive in a wide circle around the fleeing goblins and cast Sacred Flame at them.
Okay.
So
wisdom throw.
I don't know how many there are or whatever, but pick one and
There's
roll.
4 in the immediate area that you were driving around.
All right. Well, pick the one carrying the biggest piece of the motorcycle, and he's got to beat a dexterity of 16.
He rolls a 6 plus 1.
Then he takes 11 points of radiant damage,
and he's dead.
I would like to, while carrying the dead body of one of the goblins, walk up to the rest and hold it up to them and try to intimidate them and say, "I'm trying to be better, damn it."
Roll for intimidation.
Put all those pieces back. Intimidation?
Yeah.
But I get +3, 15.
Okay. The few goblins that are remaining have now scattered to the winds. They're going in every direction into the forest. Most of them are out of sight at this point. But there's, you see a few of them straggling, but you can pursue them if you want. But there you go.
It's like, God damn it.
There's just metal chunks all over the ground, kind of spread out maybe over 15 yards.
How far away is the nearest goblin?
The nearest one is javelin throw away, if that means anything.
Is he carrying anything?
No, this one isn't. This one's just hell with it. He's got a cheapo sword, but he's like, ah, shit, Alon.
Then I just, punt the dead goblin in my hand down.
Okay.
Go, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So now Alon is now sitting there watching flames go off and goblins spreading all throughout the woods. They're gone. There's just a pile of parts around there, and Elfgar standing there looking defeated.
You win some, you lose some. Let's go kill some vampires.
All right. So you guys load up, and you're on your merry way. Of course, Can I bring the engine block with me, or is that too big? Oh, man, that thing probably got destroyed when you hit him because you hit him with 11 damage, right? And he only had 7, so I got to assume the block is busted.
I hit him with 11 plus my modifiers. So.
Yeah. I don't think anything here is salvageable unless you just want to carry a bunch of heavy stuff while you go fight vampires.
Damn.
All right.
Okay. Well, you do each get 25 experience.
Fucking worthless goblins.
Every bit of experience does count. So. Okay, cool. Then now we get to Jeremy and Caroline. Are you guys just going to warp straight to Miriam's?
Yeah. I assume, is Miriam with us?
No, she's riding in the stagecoach with Commandant Morgana and Richard.
Okay. So she doesn't want to see her family.
Well, she is going to Secret City.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get to the cube, check the wood, pile, everything enough to travel right now.
Clean the flue.
Yeah. So the wood pile is starting to diminish a little bit, but it's good for another couple trips. So if you guys want, you can go ahead and get some wood for that if you think you need it.
Did Alon give me the hand back?
No.
We know what to fix if things don't work.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things.
I can't really get wood. I don't have an axe.
I don't have an axe either. The school
I
does.
can try and hang on branches and break them.
I think we're okay though for now.
Okay.
Quick side note.
Probably before. Well, Secret City doesn't have any wood.
I noticed my LCS was selling a hand under glass today.
Did you buy it?
No.
Game prop.
Did it point ominously at the chimney?
It was like kind of up, like on its wrist, I guess is the best way, and under a dome, and zombie-like.
That's awesome.
Dead-like, I should say.
Did it have a ring on it?
I don't know. It was kind of over there, behind the counter.
Anyways, well, I guess there'd be wood in the evergreen forest. So
you're gonna get there and then just ask Ulfgar to stock it before you guys leave.
Ulfgar's really good at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to hit some stuff with an axe.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Cool. To Seeker City then.
To Seeker City.
Bam.
Seeker City.
Yep.
I guess we did the papara papa.
Yeah.
Also and all that.
Presumed. Yeah. So you guys pop up there at Miriam's place, which you've never been before.
Nope.
This is Miriam's.
Damn, she's
Fair
rich.
warning. She got a lot of family.
She's rich.
Okay. So,
Anyways.
Callie, what were you wanting to do?
I actually realized I should probably go back to the library now that I know who the hand's about as well.
Okay.
So
That's where I'm headed.
I guess the first thing I want to do, if I know that Ulfgar is looking for oil, though, well, it doesn't matter now. I wouldn't know. I guess I would want to look for oil.
Okay.
I'd be able to find that.
Investigation.
14 plus 6, dirty 20.
Excellent. It's not a problem. You are able to find shops that are selling that for various uses, and you do see. By the way, like as we said before, in Seeker City, you do see other vehicular type things. You know, there are quad-wheeled vehicles and stuff like that. Look like Model A's and everything. So it's not out of the question that there is crude oil available, but it's just not widely spread like it was in Iron Oasis. So
How much would it cost?
it's not going to be cheap.
How much would it cost?
How much are you wanting?
A gallon? Is that too much?
No.
Cool.
A gallon's going to be like.
I'm gonna put it in the cube for like refill purposes.
Yeah, a gallon's going to be like 4 gold.
Okay, I can afford that.
That's cheap for.
Well, this is a luxury item. You know?
Yeah.
For me, it's cheap.
How much platinum do you have?
Don't worry about it. I don't even know. I guess I would then also be taking him to the magic shop as well, because I feel like at this point I know where it is.
Okay. All right.
I'm just like, come along, wizard. I know what you're here for.
That's one of the things.
All right. So you go down that little alley, and you notice that everything looks different.
Which brother?
Stop doing this.
So you go into the store, and it is a regular citizens clothing shop.
I don't like any of this.
I don't like this. I was hoping for magic.
Well, this is new.
By the way, Wolfrine's been here before. He was just there the first time.
Yeah, but would he remember how to get there?
Probably not, because remember you had to figure it out the second time. Now you know it by heart. Yeah. So it's it's just a regular old guy and his wife running a clothing shop.
I want to ask him what happened to the dude who was here before.
And he said, "Well, that was just a pop-up shop, and this is a pop-up shop now. I'll be here for a month, and then if business does well, I'll keep going. Otherwise, somebody else will be here."
Cool.
Until the original owner, Alakazam, comes back, which who knows when he'll make it back.
You gave
I
him too
don't
much
need
money.
it.
He's taking vacation for days.
Well, I don't need any clothes, so cool.
Okay. And he says, so wizard, I assume you came to the shop because you were dealing with magic, right?
Yeah. You guys have anything magical in the shop?
He says, well, there is one thing that the previous guy, Kadabra, he left, and he said that I was more than welcome to sell if he was interested.
What would this article of clothing be?
He pulls up this tiny square of fabric, and he says, if this is sewn onto clothes, it can change the pattern of the outfit you're wearing.
Fun.
Interesting. How much does it cost?
It'll be 50 gold. I don't deal with magic, so I got to make a buck.
I'll take it for 40.
Roll for persuasion.
I don't ever persuade people. 14?
He goes, 45.
You have yourself a deal, sir.
So there you go. He gives you the magic patch. And again, what you do, basically what it works is you just cut out the clothing that you're wearing in that square, and you sew that in, and then you can just touch it. It works the same way the ice rod does, where you think in your mind what you want it to look like. So,
do you have a sewing kit also?
Yeah, he goes, I'll tell you what, I'll throw in a little sewing kit. He gives you a little box like this big that has basic sewing stuff.
Okay.
Fun.
Magic cloth patch. Writing the name.
See, the DM doth giveth and taketh away.
It's hoping for a cloak of protection or cloak of displacement, but this will do.
It's something that could be used.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll be me that gets the best use out of it or if it'll be one of the rogues that gets a better use out of it, but we shall see.
All right. So with that said, we're going to conclude everybody's little journey. If you guys had anything, did you guys want to go to the library, though? I'll let you guys do that.
Oh, well, I'd wanted to go to the library and find Jeffrey also.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize you guys. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to give equal time here, and they didn't. Then the guys.
Yeah. Well, I assume while she was doing her first thing, I would have probably gone looking for Jeffrey, and then we both.
Okay. We'll say that then. While she was looking for the oil, you went to go look for the Jeffrey guy. So I want you to give me a investigation roll with disadvantage.
Well, that's not going to go well because I just rolled a 2.
Okay.
But I get plus
if you get
8, so that'd be 10, and then the other was 22, so 10.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. So you realize, man, this is a much bigger city than I thought. This guy's not easy to find. So
just wanted to make
kind of
sure.
wander aimlessly before you go for the time that you were scheduled to meet with Talia.
Could I have done like a religion check and searched for people praying to Azuth?
Okay, do it.
Why do I keep rolling 2s?
You need a freaking dice tray. What?
I would have given you an answer more of the line of something to do with karma, but you know, dice trays work too.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, there you go. It was an utter failure of a search.
Yeah.
And the time you get there. So by the time you get back, Talia is like standing there tapping the foot, like, what the hell?
All right, let's go to the magic shop, and then we did
Okay, yep, there, and then that magic shop thing we just went through.
Rotating dice now.
I will let you guys go to the library, and you can look for one thing each. What were you wanting to look for?
I don't remember her other name, but Tasha. I want a book on her. Yeah. I still don't. You never told me.
Okay, you want a book on her?
Yeah, I want to see if there's any books about her, on her, that mention her.
Okay.
Near her.
Here's how it's going to go. I would tell you before you don't tell me the number yet.
Okay.
15 or higher is going to be a book on Igwilv. 10 or higher is going to be a book on Tasha.
Am I doing investigation or
Yes.
just straight roll?
Investigation.
13 plus 6, 19.
Okay, cool. You have found a book on the Witch Queen.
Can you spell that for me?
Igwilv. It's I believe it's IGGWILV.
Okay.
And if you're interested in what she looks like, I believe it was session 2. I used her as a thumbnail for this D&D game.
The green one?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So that hand is the hand that you have. Just
cool.
I remember that.
I do too. I thought she looked cool. And you said don't fuck with her.
That thing's sitting at
Well,
the back.
here's
of
the
all
idea,
screens
right?
now.
The Vecna thing has been going for 30 plus years, right? And I thought something like that'd be cool to have in lore that doesn't do the exact same thing. That'd be a perfect character to draw off of. So.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm happy.
Now we got to have Wolfring. What are you looking for?
I am looking for a book on Odell.
Okay, investigation then.
Yeah.
14.
What is it?
14.
Okay, so you find a book on it, and you find a book on it, and you take it to Talia, and you're like, "Look, I got a book, and on Odell." And Talia, you are realizing this is the exact same book that you found, and you wrote you drew the stuff down from it. So, what do you?
I would just let him know and be like, "Well, that's the book I read." You're
But I
welcome.
haven't
Try
read it. So
That's fair.
But it's not a full blown book on Odell. It's just a book on that region, and there was stuff about Odell in it. So
probably very useful.
Just cursory looking through it, you don't find anything different than Talia's notes from when she was here before for a week.
Cool.
All right. So let's see here. All right. Well, I don't think you guys did anything experience worthy. So I will not be awarding any experience to anyone but Phil in this.
Well. Hey, I found oil.
I mean, great.
Okay.
I found cloth.
So are you guys going to transport yourselves to
Yeah, I think once we're done there, we go to the meetup place in Evergreen Forest.
All right. Cool. So it's getting nighttime because you guys have all spent a whole day doing this stuff. And you get there and you find that, Commandant Morgana and the others, they're setting up a camp in that area, leaving the space obviously open for the house to appear. So there you go. You guys are there. And I don't know if you have anything you want to share with them. Probably not that pertain to them, but you guys are all getting together and having some dinners. Commandant's showing you what kind of cook he is because he lives off the land whenever he goes out.
Does Morgana want to go hunting?
Morgana probably has already grabbed a few rodents while you were waiting for you guys.
Cool. Hey, I gotta ask. It's worth asking.
So it's getting dark. The sun is just barely there, and off in the distance you hear, and then Alon and Ulfgar pull up.
Where's your bike?
We are here.
Yeah, Bean. I forgot. Yeah, I assumed you were
Goblins.
with them as well because you went ahead, so you would have been probably the first one to arrive. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are there. You're there. Commandant came shortly after, and then they appeared at the house. Alon, Ulfgar. So you guys are all there, and campfire. Got the house there. There's tents, a couple motorcycles sitting around, carriage sitting around.
It's like leaving a head on a steak doesn't even mean anything to people anymore. The hell happened to this continent?
It is a wayward world we live in.
Cool. So do you guys have
let
anything?
alone now. There's gas.
You guys
in
have
there.
any final interactions you'd like to do with Lassard, Morgana, Richard, or Miriam?
What?
Hey
Why do you
Morgana,
say
if you're a
final?
vampire, anything you can tell us about how to kill a vampire more easily?
Or make them run to
That
avoid us at
isn't you?
least.
She said, well, of course, we got the garlic and stuff, so you guys can all load up your clothes. I'm going to stand away while that happens. And that'll keep them off of you pretty good for the most part. I mean, they'll be shunned away from you. They'll be rolling with disadvantage. That's what she says. No, I'm kidding. That would be funny if she said that.
I would ask her if she's got any fear that being around other vampires is going to make her slip back into some sort of a blood rage or something.
And she says, only toward them.
Fair enough.
Good enough answer for me.
Cool. Any other interactions?
Do we know how many there are? Can she sense that shit?
She says she doesn't know. She's only visited this location a few times, and they were constantly adding vampires to it. She said she would assume a few dozen.
What type of vampires are they? The big scary ones or the mindless crazy ones?
She looks at Ulfgar and she goes, think of them all as somewhere between the ones that attacked your school and myself.
How close to yourself?
She said, just keep swinging that axe.
Good job.
Got any spells to make it swing harder?
Yeah, she doesn't have anything like that.
Can vampire clerics
Worth asking.
make holy water?
Can she make holy water?
Can she
No.
bless a weapon?
I know he can.
Huh?
Can she bless a weapon?
No,
Or she not?
nothing better than what Alon can. No, her connection to her saint has been severed severely.
If I had holy water before and I didn't use it all, does he need to re-bless it?
Your holy water ain't worth nothing.
No, it was Alon's.
Alon's is stronger than ever, so I'm sure it'll still work.
I used 1 vial, I think. I had 3, so.
All right.
So
if there's no other preparations, then you guys are welcome to move on.
Lined up the garlic
So
in all the pockets.
Alon?
speaking of the holy water, I am going to make sure that I have a considerable amount with me. You know.
Sure. It's not a problem at all for you to sit down with a pot there at the.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to make sure that I have.
Yeah. And remember that throwing that basically causes them to move away from you.
Yep.
If you catch them by surprise with it, does it do anything else? I thought you said it was no. Okay.
It just disadvantages them. And the garlic is basically stopping them from latching on. I'll say this: we'll add a thing to this because I thought about this before and never included it. If you're doused with something like holy water or garlic, then it will prevent the vampire from biting you. I mean, they still can't kill you, but they'll at least disadvantage on biting you at the first try.
I am stocked up on garlic.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring the heroism potion.
You what? You're taking?
I'm bringing the heroism potion. Yeah,
okay, I'm glad you thought of that because you don't just need a bunch of stuff sitting on shelves you never use.
No, I've been thinking about it for a while.
Can I use the speed one?
Alon has the speedy shoes.
No,
there's a potion of speed.
Sure.
We'll take it.
Well, they are her potions, so.
Well, they're for the.
Yeah, she put them in there for anyone, but yeah. I thought you were asking if like a wizard could drink it. Like, yeah, you can still do potions. That
Speed potion is haste. Speed is doubled up to 1 minute plus 2 bonus to AC advantage on dex saving throws. Gains additional act each turn. When you end, you have lethargy for 1 turn. I don't know how long it lasts, so I'm assuming up to a minute because it says speed is doubled up to a minute.
I think so. Mainly thinking if I get into
I wouldn't take it yet.
bad spot, having that extra AC plus moving fast would be good.
I'm scared of getting mind controlled, so I would be asking everyone with magic if there's any way they can keep that from happening to me.
I guess.
So Morgana speaks up and says, Ulfgar, just stay really close to me and I can break any charm that they may place on you.
Cute.
Don't think we need to be breathing in water right now. No. There is an invisibility potion.
Just kind of hold up the cloak.
Now, here's the thing. If you're taking these potions, are you drinking them yet or taking them with you?
No, bringing, not taking.
Okay, you can have 2 potions on you at any time. So
you have
2. Yeah. Keep that in mind.
That includes health potions?
Yeah, 2 potions max.
Okay.
I have 1 health, 1 heroism.
So I put one of my health potions in the house.
All right. So Commandant says, I suggest that you leave the bikes here so we get the element of surprise and you can ride on this wagon that I got in town.
Say there's fucking goblins everywhere. They're gonna rip those bikes to pieces.
Not this close to town. You guys remember where this is? It's like slightly in the woods next to this nice town. Like there's not goblins running around here at all. That's like on the other side of the forest in the north. So
we're Gucci.
Gar's just upset.
Yeah, I can understand his concern, but the commandant's like, it's safe here. You know, I mean, look at this town, like nice cobblestone. You know, no goblins.
That's where they get you. Guard down.
They're all secretly goblins.
That's where the red caps get you.
All right. Anybody else have anything, questions, comments, concern before going into this battle? All
Are
right.
we going to die?
So maybe. So you guys head out and.
Are we going directly to the mountains or to Western Gateway first?
You're not going anywhere near Western Gateway.
Okay.
And just to confirm, silver doesn't really matter against a vampire. That's werewolves.
No, silver doesn't do anything against vampires.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So Western Gateway is like a trading post, basically a large trading post here. So this is like maybe 2 or 3 hours north.
I'd like to go there at some point.
Okay.
So you guys are traveling from here, right there, just in the edge of the woods there, straight this way. So this is about the distance between Northridge and Seeker City. So, 5 hours maybe. And you guys are traveling along and you're moving and you're going across the plains. And Commandant's driving and you can see the mountains, the Alps off in the distance. And you guys are like that. And he's like, hold on a second. He starts slowing the horses. He's like, something's wrong. And he actually dismounts. You guys are all in the wagon. Commandant dismounts. He starts walking in the direction of the mountains. And he gets there and he looks around and he goes, Thoof! Invisible wall.
How did you know?
He says, I've seen this kind of magic before. He says it gives a weird mirage type look, but I'm not sure how to get past it.
Detect magic? No, I don't want to use a spell. Arcana check? To like figure out.
Do an Arcana check.
16.
Okay, yeah, you know what this is too. You know it's like it's a type of spiritual barrier that doesn't focus on any type of good or evil or anything like that. It just stops a person with a soul from walking through it.
Do I understand how to get by it?
Not with that roll.
Can I just kind of wave over Morgana and be like, I want to try something?
Okay.
Well, I'll tell them.
Walk through this.
She walks through.
Can we
She's
see
like,
it?
I didn't know anything about it.
Cool. Cool.
Can she figure out how to shut it down from that side?
This button over here.
Can you plug? Pull the plug on this wall.
Any other ideas from anyone else?
Dispel magic.
What is the dispel magic?
Big pardon?
I don't have.
You have a thing called dispel magic?
No, I was just saying those words.
I was like, what the hell is that? I've never even heard of that.
There's a spell.
You have that on?
I do.
What does it do?
The wording of the spell is choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Blah, 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 blah.
That's good to know. It will be ineffective on this.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
Okay, I know. I had to humor Phil.
Does this work like vampirism where she has to invite us in?
Now she's like, I would assume you say that. She's like, I don't know. Come on over.
I have a.
You want to try it?
Yeah, I put my hand out just to see if I can.
Wall.
Does she
It's
need
like a
to
brick
turn us
wall.
all into vampires?
Huh?
Does she need to turn us all into vampires?
That would be horrible. That would make your Herder Hobo campaign. I mean,
What would happen if
can be good like
held,
her.
if you held hands and tried to cross through with her?
So she tries with Commandant, and boom, she can't hit. It just he's like like if it's like he's like my knuckles hit a concrete wall.
Baylock.
Can I fly up and see if it's just a wall?
I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit!
I have an idea.
Oh, danger sense, by the way.
16.
16. Okay, so you fly about 50 feet up, and you're just kind of there, I guess, tapping along the way, and you do find a ledge.
I put my hand on it and I cast mending. Does that do anything?
No, in fact, it
Makes the wall 10
I
times.
you actually made the wall tougher. Go ahead.
land on the ledge.
Yeah, it's literally so I'm assuming you go up on the broom, right? And you're like, oh, ledge, and then you're up. You're basically on a ledge.
Can I see
about that far wide?
Can I feel like I can go in?
Yeah, you're up on it. It's like there's.
I feel like it's almost like it was a castle and there's the ledge and you went in.
Yeah.
I'm about 50 feet up.
Yeah, you're about 50 feet up. So
I'll
they can
call
still
down.
see.
Anybody got any rope? So I'll fly down, get the rope, and try to fly my way back up there.
Give me a survival check.
It's gonna work finally. It's the first survival check I've ever done that's been good. 23.
Okay, I'm going to reward that by saying anything you want to do with the rope, the broom, and the wall will happen. What do you want to do?
Well, I'll tie the rope to the broom and kind of hold the broom and have them. Well, I'm not strong. Well, the broom could be flying though,
You
and
can
that
take it down to Morgana. That's a suggestion. I mean, she's strong as shit.
Yeah, you've got 3 lengths of 50 feet of rope.
That's 150 feet.
Can you
Up
just
and
tie it
over.
and throw it over so you just climb up it?
Wait, what were you saying about Morgana?
She's strong as hell. Just take it down to her and she can hold the rope.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I guess I'll bring Morgana up and have her hold it. And
She can walk through. You don't need to do anything like that. She's
on the other side of the wall. Talia just
There's
said
no wall
you
for
can,
her.
it's 3 lengths of rope.
Oh, so then get her to come up to me?
No.
No, she'll hold.
You
We're
have the
gonna
end of the rope.
well,
I'm
loop
not
the
gonna
rope
tell you.
over the top.
Jeremy, you have
If the
100
Loop the rope
DM
over the
tells
top.
you how
I'll
to
hold
play
it
the
on
game,
one
then you
side.
don't need to
Morgana
do
can
it.
hold it on the other.
You have 150 feet of rope. It's 50 feet to the top. Morgana is on this side, and we are on the other side. Have her hold the rope. There's 100 feet left.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
Okay, so maybe I'm picturing wrong what I'm seeing. I thought I was like in like a room.
Okay. No, this is the wall,
You're
right?
walking along
You're
an invisible
on one
ledge.
side. They're
If
on the
it's-
other
Okay.
side.
If
See,
a train
okay.
leaves Chicago traveling at 50 miles per hour,
So
I don't know where you got
when
the room from.
when I
There's
asked
no
that,
room,
is
yeah.
this like a castle and it's like, the opening into like a
No.
like a ledge window kind of thing?
I said like a castle wall.
It's just a clear
Yeah,
wall.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay,
where you
so
got the
It's
room
all
from,
invisible,
man.
man. Like there's nothing you're seeing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're
So
just standing on top of this thing.
You're standing on
that
top
nobody
of an
can see.
invisible space, and you can see Morgana
Okay.
down there, and you can see everyone else down there.
Then that completely changes what I could do. Okay. I did not picture that right at all.
Okay.
So we tied 2 of the 50 lengths together. He flies it over. I'm holding one side, and Morgana's holding the other.
And,
Go climb, rogues.
People start climbing over.
Everybody that's not somebody just listed, give an acrobatics check. So the 3 of you.
That is a 13 plus 8, 21.
Hi, Professor.
Does that include me?
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone that wasn't.
You're
on
the
the rope.
everyone else.
Oh, okay.
Well, then, how's Ulfgar getting over?
We'll get to that. He has to go last.
17.
Okay. And Alon?
what am I rolling? Acrobatics?
Yep.
Yeah. If I make this, I quit. Jesus Christ. That's a 20.
Nice.
Great. You
He
make
does
it
it
with
with
great
the
try.
elegance and grace.
This is not what I should be doing.
It's them new boots, yo.
You do it. That's what the dice are for.
Jesus.
You're disappointed that it worked?
Yes.
I've never seen someone disappointed with a 20 ever in my whole time playing D&D.
You like Andre the Giant climbing the rope in Princess Bride.
Except Andre the.
Except I'm Andre the Dwarf, and I'm wearing heavy armor, and I'm uncoordinated, and I managed to do this.
Okay. Well, here, you want to make it better?
We tied
He's
it
a little
around
less
him.
than you, and he's really good at acrobatics. So he struggled trying to help you get up.
It's fine. It's all good.
He buddy copped you the way up. Okay, so
Dean was behind him.
So you guys all got up there except for Ulfgar, who's on the other side. So Ulfgar, how are you going to make it over? You're just going to hold on the rope and
Yeah, I'm just gonna climb up afterwards.
Just
How deep we just pull.
I
was
guess
gonna say, just pull
because
him
when you
up.
get to the top, then I'm just gonna fall down 50 feet.
okay. Then Morgana says, "All right, I'm going to hold it steady. You guys pull in." So everybody except for Ulfgar, strength check.
Or I guess I could hammer it down on my side too.
Pitten.
Yeah.
Still, same thing. You're just going to climb up the rope then, not have them pull you.
Yeah, I'll just climb up it.
Okay, then nobody needs to do any checks.
I have.
Oh, good, because I was not.
Well, should I peg it down on my
Survival.
side? Me?
Survival, yes.
Okay. That's gonna be fine. 19.
Okay, awesome. Then, so acrobatics check for you, and this will be, if you make it, you make it.
Okay.
If not, the vampires eat you alive.
16.
Okay, not a problem. You do it. You're not with grace or anything, but you make it over the wall and drop down. And everybody's now on the other side of this invisible wall. And the cart obviously got left behind because the cart didn't climb over.
I'm going to suggest to Morgana, Hanky, grab the cart.
I'm assuming Commandant Richard and
Pull it through.
Yeah, they all went.
Climb too.
Mm-hmm. They're running as NPCs right now, obviously. I'm not playing them directly. They're just with you guys.
Can the horses come through though?
Morgana's getting ready to try it. Okay.
To leap over and grab the horses.
I'm gonna do a check. I'm gonna do a survival check. Oh wow. 18. So good. The good news is the horses don't die. But they do hit their heads on the wall.
Ouch.
So because they have souls.
Good news.
Do we need anything off of it?
I would assume that you guys got everything that you needed. Commandant got all his
Tie them
gear.
up and leave them there.
Yeah, so she takes the pitten that you put down and she uses that as a stake to keep them there. And you guys are not far from the caves now. Like you're within like a 30-minute, 40-minute walk to the entrance to the cave.
What time of day is it?
It is early in the day. It's like maybe 10 a.m. now because you guys set out. We're out for a few hours.
Should we set up the house? Just to like mark it, waypoint it?
It's up to you.
Yeah. Why don't we set up the house on the other end of the wall?
Okay.
Well, it's fine if we set it up here.
Yeah, but then we don't have to climb
Literally
over it
all
later.
of our other points.
Yeah, we're
on
on
the wall.
Yeah, we don't have to climb anymore.
Yeah, but you just fly back over to the other side of the wall and set up the house on both ends of it.
We could have done that the whole time.
You could do it now.
Let's what am I rolling?
Well, I mean, you could have, but it would have been probably just about as easy to do what you just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just pulling rope over and climbing over rather than go find a place, set up the house, go get everybody. You know, that would have been a lot of work.
So to set up the house, perception, right? Or investigation?
Investigation.
Good thing it's investigation. 14.
Okay. You find an area with shrubbery and stuff. It doesn't fully cover the house, but, so it's a good place water-wise and all that and flat-wise. It's just not a very well-hidden place. So if you ever use this in the future, you'd be exposed.
Okay. So I'll walk over to the book and write down Western Alps by the vampires.
Yeah, you just put, West. Yeah. I can mark it later if you want. Okay.
All right. Now we have 14 locations.
Excellent. So moving onward then. So Morgana's leading the way. Commandant's with her. They're going, and she gets to a ridge of rocks where like the rock's face kind of comes out away from the Alps. And she says, it's just around this bend here is the entrance to the caves. And she says, I'm not sure how many cult members are alive, but I assume some are still coming and caretaking the vampires. So let's be careful.
I'm going to turn to Alon and ask him if he can bless my weapon. If that would be beneficial. I don't even know if that's a thing, if that would be a beneficial thing to do. But I have no holy water.
Is that a cantrip or is that a spell?
Will it make you feel better?
Well, if it doesn't do anything, I don't want to waste a spell slot.
No,
or like waste an important thing.
I just make a bunch of funny hand movements and touch your bow.
I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
I'd say if you're giving out free blessings, can I trouble you?
I make an an entirely different series of silly hand motions and touch your axe.
Cool.
Can I inquire again as to what benefit that just granted?
It made me feel better.
And that is
Hey
what
man,
it's
I
all
just
about.
want everything to be blessed and covered in garlic. I take garlic and I literally stab my arrow into it and like cover the tip in garlic. Just for extra shits and gigs.
Should have made a bunch of garlic soup.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would have. Damn.
All right. So what did we determine with this blessing business?
We determined that I enjoy playing practical jokes on my teammates by acting like I'm blessing their weapons.
And I've also taken the tip of my arrow and
For
just
money.
jammed it into some garlic.
Okay. All right.
Probably all of them, quite honestly.
So while you guys are sitting there, prepping yourself to go or whatever, the commandant says, "Look," and he points kind of due southwest from that direction. You see what appears to be a single vampire cultist riding a small cart toward the caves.
Well, this
How
sounds like a
far
job
away
for
is he?
Morgana.
For her to deal with it?
Yeah, she can just run over and rip his head off.
Or just play, I mean,
We'll
I
just
don't
let
know.
her
I don't know what the cultists think of what happened to her, but they probably don't know that she's not on their side anymore. So
Okay, cool idea.
I would let Morgana be the front of this and see if she can just.
She says that's an excellent suggestion. She goes, "I don't recognize the cultist on there, so he may not know my allegiances." So she's gonna walk out there, and she starts heading toward the cultist. The cultist is meeting her toward the middle. He's now recognized her, and you see them talking, and then all of a sudden, Miriam stands up and launches an arrow and takes the freaking cultist off the cart.
Girl, what?
She's been watching Thalia too much.
And she
Girl,
says,
what?
"I am sick and tired of everybody bitching that I'm not doing anything."
Girl, what?
And Morgana's just like, "Oh, well."
Why?
She's like, "Well, at least the vampires weren't alerted."
That wasn't Jeffrey, was it?
He's back in the cult.
Too late to determine now.
I just pat Miriam on the back and say, "Good shot."
So you have a cart there, and then
Not
you've
a
got the
high five.
cave entrance. Anybody have any suggestions?
Well,
Apparently Porsche does.
I could sew a patch of cloth onto my clothing and dress like the cultist.
You totally could.
Well, I've got disguise kit. That's
two cultists.
Okay.
And Morgana in the cart with us.
Okay. So while you guys are sitting there piddling and getting ready, I'm going to bring up another local map for you.
She can just kind of like lay down and like.
Damn. Opinions, my dude.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, I love these dungeon maps you do.
Question: Is this
I
a
didn't make
mountain
this
or a
one.
cave?
That's the entrance to the cave that you can see the light beaming in.
Is the cave in a mountain?
You guys are right up against the Alps.
So this would
So
be
would you
considered
get-
a mountain that we're entering?
a cliff face.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
Let's give you
You
that.
get
I
bonus.
believe I get a bonus on that.
You do. You just get to add your proficiency to all your rolls, I guess. Right?
I
I think it's
believe
what
so,
it is.
yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's like whatever
That's what we
your
were doing last
proficiency is. Yeah, whatever your proficiency is, you add to all rolls, basically.
Just everything? Okay.
I think it's all your rolls.
That's what we were doing the last one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are there and you guys are, sitting there and you're planning like, hey, we're going to, dress up like this and all that. And Morgana says, wait, someone's coming. And she turns and you guys look, and in the darkness of the cave, I'll go back to you guys for a little bit, make you big. You see the silhouette of someone coming out, dragging a body. And as they emerge into the light, it is Strike dragging a vampire, and he throws him into the sunlight and he incinerates.
Still want to slap that guy in the face.
Fuck you, dude. Those were our vampires to kill.
That was our experience you just took.
He says, well, it appears that I found the vampires that have been plaguing the land.
You killed all of them?
Yep. Boys are finishing up now. And then behind him, you start seeing all his little guys coming out. And they're coming out. Some of them have things like this guy's got a spine of a vampire that he's like cleaning the blood and guts off of.
Fatality.
Yeah. You know what's funny? When I thought about having that as a thing, I actually thought the Mortal Kombat thing. So that's really awesome you said that. So that guy's coming out, and it's not his full crew, but it's maybe half a dozen or so of them coming out, and they all come out, and he's like, "Don't worry, we left all the finer things in there for you guys. We were here for the glory, not for the treasure." So all of his guys, they start blowing whistles and stuff, and then their animals like start emerging from all sides, and they mount up, and they all start moving along. And he says, "Well, Lassard," he said, "it was nice knowing you, and you're welcome to come be one of my lieutenants as soon as you decide to close the school."
Who was two that I cursed? Anything happened to them yet?
Not yet. In fact, they're not here.
Cool.
So they all start moving on their way, and you guys are standing there in front of this cave mouth.
Are they walking?
Huh?
Are they walking?
Who's walking?
The other adventurers.
They were all mounting up and stuff while he was talking to the commandant. So why?
Just curious.
Okay. So he
trying to decide how stupid I want to be.
Okay. All right. So he pops off, and commandant really does everything to say, and he's like, whatever. And then Richard's like, well, I mean, at least we don't have to fight vampires.
I feel like we should double check their work.
And then Strike just goes like that, and his horsey comes around the corner, and he mounts up, and he starts to ride off with his crew.
Bye, Strap.
So
I stick.
Right before he rides off, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
My spiritual weapon is going to come in the form of a school paddle. And it is going to swat his horse on the ass as he hops on.
Excellent. All right. Does that require any kind of roll? Well, it's an attack, right?
To hit a horse, I guess. Okay. And I'm not trying to hurt it. I'm just trying to.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll say that does that. All right. So he takes off, and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And it starts going. And then he does because he's a freaking ranger. So he does get under control, but that was not fun for a minute. So yeah. All right. And Commandant's like, well, we're here. What do you say we go check out what's in there?
Hell yeah. I like to loot a body.
Okay. So
point.
But I am going to have a crossbow bolt just set.
Ulfgar, would you say Ulfgar was breaking up? I couldn't hear what he said.
Oh, I'll get off and drag my axe and just go, what's the point?
Okay. I pat him on his shoulder. There, little one.
Ulfgar, there's probably more.
And by the way, we got interrupted a minute ago because I had to go to the bathroom, but I'm actually awarding some experience too. I was going to give Jeremy 500 experience for figuring that out, but since he randomly inserted an invisible castle,
That's what I asked and you said was there.
No, you said it's like a castle wall, and I'm like, yeah, like you're on the ledge of a wall.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that room from.
Nobody knew what the hell you were thinking. Everybody else was on the same page. So you're going to get 250 experience for coming up with the scenario, and Tally's going to get 250 for freaking fixing it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And Professor, of course it does.
This is the bat.
Okay, so you guys are pretty much determined, hey, you're about to head on in, right? So you start to walk, and Morgana goes, wait! Something is weird. She goes, for some reason, I can't enter.
Well,
She says, I feel a call coming to me that I can come in if I merely ask for permission to, but the other part of me feels that I shouldn't.
Well, let's go in and invite you in.
You're not a resident.
Does that mean someone's
here
still
now.
alive?
Because remember the way it worked with the guy hypnotizing? He hypnotized Richard, and Richard invited him in.
So is there anybody inside we can see?
Anybody can go hypnotize?
Anybody I can go charm?
I guess stay out here.
So Commandant says, I'll stay here with her. You guys go in and just call out if you need me.
Okay.
Can I set up the house inside of the cave? And
it is not that big.
And then invite her into it.
That's an interesting process. If this scenario were anywhere else, it would actually work, but there's no way you could fit that house in this cave.
Damn.
Cool.
I break the house just to invite her in.
Okay, so go ahead and move your figures. Where are you going? Where are you guys all going to put yourselves? Because we'll leave Commandant.
Well, I assume what is this where we go in, right? I'm just trying to. Okay. So I'm not going to be first.
There.
Okay.
I'm like hanging off to the side, just with a bolt, just in case.
Yeah. So Miriam is also going to go in, and Richard is going to go in, and I don't have a piece out for Morgana, but Commandant and Morgana are waiting outside. Phil, are you going to?
Yes.
What did we decide she was?
What's that?
What did we decide Morgana was?
I have no idea.
You had like the
was she this one?
the face, like the Harlequin face or something.
Yeah, I think she was the mask.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
The masquerade mask thing.
So you guys move in to the mouth of the cave. You move into the darkness where you just saw all the other adventures emerge from. And this is what you see. You see it split off into two.
Of course.
But you do see a light emitting around the corner from the right path.
There's probably no vampires there. I'm going to go with Olgar.
I'll go to the left then.
Okay. So you go to the left. Miriam is going to go with Wolfrine and Ulfgar. And Richard is going to go with you guys. Whoops. Okay, Bean.
That's Bean.
I actually clicked on Bean. Bean, which way were you going to go? Whoa, that's Commandant. Who moved the Commandant?
Oh, wait a minute. That was me. I thought I was moving me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so you're going
apologize.
to the
I knew I was a blade.
You can move any direction you want.
I would like to go over there with them, actually.
Okay. All right.
Because it's darker and there might be more vampires there.
So Talia and Bean both do stealth checks right now, please. We're gonna.
Hold on.
What?
I think I have advantage.
I assume you guys are going to get them, but I have to check with you guys for sure in this.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I do this right. So I have advantage. 15 plus 9. 24.
Okay, and Bean?
You're muted.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Okay, so the two of you are basically like ghosts in this place. Even if something were to see you, you guys are really well blended in.
We are not the droid they're looking for.
So here's the deal. You and the rest of you go around the corner over here, and it actually you guys on the left-hand path are going up an incline, right? Like little steps. Not like staircase, but like steps of stone.
Just kind of like a vague.
Yes, and you guys over here are going down. Okay? So you end up seeing this. There is a fire pit in the middle, which you can assume was probably put together by the students that were here as they were taking them out. And I didn't draw them in because I didn't make this map, and I didn't draw them in, but there are coffins all across this place. And they're all like opened up, and well, you get the idea.
There's no vampires there.
Are they destroyed?
No.
Well, you have to go look.
I would.
You can't see from that vantage point. Like you're down. You guys are down low. Now, Tally and all them are up high.
Yeah, do we see? I'm assuming all we see are dead vampires. Yes.
Give me a perception check. Because your angle is going to matter.
7.
Yeah, you can't see very good from your view. Everyone that's on the left-hand side can do a perception.
Because we were left side is up higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right
Natural
side, like
20
right now.
again.
My perception roll is 25.
Excellent.
Jesus.
So you get a full survey of the room, and you see in all the open coffins there are just mutilated vampires. There's stakes through hearts. There's spears. There's coffins that have been completely destroyed, like by fire. You just see a total array of destruction.
I just want to start looting shit.
So let me go ahead and hit this. So here's the laser. So you got, just wait. Is the laser working?
I don't see it.
Here.
There we go.
So there's crates and stuff of like supplies over here. And then there's like a lot of coffins up here. But Alon can still see because he's way up. And there's coffins just sitting around here. And then there's like a big like pile of hay here. Probably for the horses that the cultists use. And they kind of just hide out here until they're needed by Byron, which Byron's been off the charts. So these vampires have been operating on their own for weeks.
Well, I would like to loot the crates if I can eventually get over there.
Okay. That's no problem. I mean, you guys can move at whatever pace you want. Let me know where you guys want to go.
Danny, how high up is the left-hand path compared to the room?
It's like I want to say like a 15 to 20 foot.
Oh my god.
And now it falls down and
are you going to stay up there, Alon?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to stay up there? Because you have a perfect view of the room.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually going to stay right where I'm at.
And kind of just, you can see everything from there.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I got a 15 plus my investigation is 6. So that's a 21.
All right.
What do I find?
You're willing to investigate. Okay, yeah. You're finding just freaking slaughtered meat that's being used to feed the vampires.
Cool. I feel like there's something in that pile of hay, and it's definitely going to kill us.
You're going to check the pile of hay?
I'd probably be doing would I be able to do an Arcana and investigation? Probably not.
No.
I'll do investigation.
Okay.
I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw. As a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Natural 20, dexterity saving throw with advantage.
We'll roll them at the same time. Let's do this. With advantage, that is a 16.
Let me check. Okay. A vampire leaps up out of the hay and grabs you, but he doesn't attack you. He doesn't hurt you. He just flies up out of the fucking hay and he's got you. Just
And then he smells the garlic and he's like, ah.
Yeah, he's like he doesn't like that shit, but he wanted to bite you, but he's very timid about it.
Well, can I react to that?
Absolutely.
And my reaction is to cast lightning bolt.
Can you cast it at close range?
It shoots a line for lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide.
It doesn't say anything about range. Because you'd be the first person I've ever seen fire a lightning bolt while being grabbed by a vampire.
It says self 100-foot line.
Okay, go ahead. Just
So
realize the
100
vampire holding you by the arms.
There's a 100-foot line from me shooting out.
Okay.
I can't see.
You may be missing the important part of this discussion, Jeremy.
He's touching me?
Yes.
I thought he wouldn't be able to if they... I thought we just said that he backed off.
No, he went in for a bite, but he's like, like that. He still got you.
Oh.
It warded you from a bite.
Okay. Well, since he's touching me, then I'm going to grab back and still use something lightning, but I'm holding him.
Shocking grass.
And shocking grass.
That's a good idea.
To hit, that is a 18.
Yes, that'll hit.
And that is how many of those now? 2d8. Uh, 11 damage.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go in the rotation here from what we started earlier, but I just need Lewis and Caroline to make a roll, an initiative roll. Start.
18.
I also got 18, 14 plus 4.
Oh wait, do I add my proficiency for the cave?
Go ahead.
Okay, then I would add the.
That'll solve it right there.
Yeah, then I'm gonna add more than that.
So the order will be Lewis, Phil, Caroline, Alon, Jeremy, Vampire, and Vampire and the NPCs.
Cool.
Okay, so Lewis, you are first. Where are you located right now?
I'm not too far behind Jeremy.
Okay, and you see him being grabbed and getting and shocking the vampire. It's hurting the vampire, but it's not doing too much. You can tell he's like not really. He's more annoyed than anything.
Am I close enough to attack him?
You are, but if it's a ranged attack, you could hit Jeremy.
No, I'm gonna run at him and attack him straight up.
Okay, do it.
And I add. Do I add proficiency to everything in the cave?
I believe so. I believe that's how it was.
Okay, then I've got.
Anytime you're in mountains, you get a proficiency bonus because you're advantaged by being from there.
Then I've got a 25 and an 18.
Both hit.
Okay.
Got the unstoppable.
And do I add the proficiency to damage too, right?
Not to damage.
Okay. Yeah.
It's to attack rolls and to search rolls and stuff like that.
Okay, then that's 26 damage.
You should move your character piece so we know where you're at.
So I'll just run up right next to him.
Okay. All right. That'll do that then. And then Phil, it is your turn. You're up on the ledge.
Yes.
And you are completely stealthed.
Yeah. Am I within leaping distance?
Yes.
Of the vampire over there?
You are with an acrobatics check for sure.
Okay, then I'd like to attempt that.
Okay.
Acrobatics. Oh. Ooh. 17 plus 7, 24.
Okay. Yeah. So you basically make a diving leap and a roll, and that puts you about one space over from where Wolverine is.
Okay.
One space below.
Is that my action?
Yes, but you have another action, don't you?
Oh, well, okay. Then I'll attack.
Okay, you can, and you are stealthed.
Okay. Where in here is do we need figures for the vampire?
He's directly between Wolverine and Jeremy, so you guys can stick one on there if you want. I'll leave that up to Caroline since she likes to pick them out.
Okay. Shall I move there then instead? So I can get in between the two, I guess. I don't know. Oh.
No, because
I understand.
That's actually where I had you land.
I understand. Okay.
That piece should be between them.
Oh, between them?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're just.
I'm going to give my. Oh, God. I keep clicking the map. I'm going to give myself a little more space.
Yeah, that'll work like that.
Okay.
Just to depict it better.
All right. So, Phil, what are you going to do?
I'll attack.
Okay. With what?
Rapier.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh, natural 20.
Damn.
Okay.
Double damage.
That's like 3 tonight.
Yeah.
I was using digital
Google
dice.
dice roller, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. The damage is 1d8 plus 4. So that is 5. So 9. But is it double because it's a 20?
Yes.
So 18.
Okay.
Are you stealth? Did you sneak attack?
Yeah, but that takes me out of it. Oh, well.
But you get 3d6.
It's a second action. So would I have unstealth at the first?
You leaped pretty far and rolled, so we're going to go with what you just dealt.
Okay.
That's still pretty good. We got 3 guys on 1 vampire over here.
Okay.
You guys are getting him, but man, like this could be really bad stuff because he is a full-fledged. This is not a spawn. Okay, so then it would now be Caroline's turn.
Well, I am assuming I would see this happen, and
you heard it over your shoulder while you're digging.
Cool. So I'm gonna be like grabbing my bow because I would assume I would have like put my weapon down to dig through the meat for shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna pull my regular arrow and my bow, and shoot it at him. Would I be snuck attacked because I am behind it?
It will be a sneak attack, but if you miss, you will hit a comrade.
Bring it on.
I'm gonna take my chances.
That's our girl.
That is a 9 plus 8. Oh, that's 17.
17? That hits.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I do not need another 20. I get 1d6. And 3 more d6. So that's 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 4 is 9. Plus 3 is 12. 12 damage to her.
Dang. That's pretty good. All right.
And I'm assuming
so
the arrow
then-
comes back.
Yes, it does. Yeah, okay. So, Alon, you can clearly see all of this. It's clear as day for you up there.
Yeah. I'll
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Can I see any metal on him? Does the vampire have any metal on him whatsoever?
No. Even if he did, I would say that would be the limitation of your view with all this chaos.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, that won't endanger them, will it?
Nope.
Okay.
That was the thing.
That's a 19.
That'll hit.
Hey, vampires time to
That is 27 points of radiant damage.
Holy shit.
Okay. And he is now glowing like Twilight?
He is all twilighty, and whoever attacks him next has advantage.
Oh, please me.
Awesome.
And then I will continue to keep an eye on the rest of the room.
Okay. All right. Jeremy, that is technically your turn, but you went first before we pulled him in the fold. So the vampire is going to get a chance to do something because he's been sitting here taking hits.
Okay.
So this one time you will get to go right after him instead of him before you, right? Okay. After that, it'll be normal. All right. So the vampire is going to do an unarmed strike against Jeremy, and he gets a double attack, but he cannot bite you because of the garlic. So he rolls 1.
He bites his tongue off.
Crit fail, he bites himself.
And a 19 plus 9.
Well, that's gonna hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the one,
This is not that funny.
the one is going to have the damage that he does to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
All right. So his damage is going to be, let's see, it's 1d8 plus 4.
He got one fang.
Yeah.
He's going at you like
Chopped
a T-Rex with 2
off.
claws.
So
One's just like chipped.
he got 5, so I'm going to round up. So you take 3 damage from him unarmed striking you. Okay.
Yeah, he up majorly.
He's also going to do an unarmed, or no, sorry, he's going to do a legendary action, which will allow him to move completely away from all of you.
Oh shit!
So he moves like that speed you saw like Morgana and Byron move before.
Mm-hmm.
He just freaking moves like this, and he's now up on a ledge behind Talia, looking down at her, and she's standing with her bow, like facing toward you guys.
Okay.
Talia, you do not know that's where he is. Nobody knows where. Okay, as players, you know where he is, but characters do not. You
Well, I
saw him
assume as soon as we see him move,
you know that
we
he's
will
not
start
right
trying
there.
to find him.
Well, remember, a turn is only like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
So
he moves, and you'd be like, "What?"
So we're going to Jeremy now, who has to make a perception check first.
And there's my action for the turn.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to do an action this turn because that's a perception of 9.
Yeah, you were like, what the hell? You were just fighting this guy and he freaking struck you and then took off.
Go hide in the hay.
I don't know if I want to go in the hay. I'm going to hide behind Ulfgar.
So what do you want to do? You can make a move. Is that what you're going to do? You're going to use your turn to hide behind him?
That's
logical.
Can you look around for him? He should be glowing.
Could I do a second?
That is true. He is glowing. He
Right,
didn't fail
right.
the perception, though.
What?
He failed the perception. I'm answering also.
Oh, okay.
He failed the perception, so it doesn't matter that he's glowing.
Okay.
But
that glowing.
simply looking in that direction, you would know where he is immediately because of the glow. But
Would you get advantage then? Because there would be slight glow, or no?
you saw a flash because his movement.
Okay.
He used that legendary movement, and he's glowing. So he just took off, whatever. Like it was like a shooting star in the middle of the room.
Mhm.
Okay.
Could do like an not insight. I'm trying to think like what would I be doing if I was trying to think, okay, where's the darkest part of the room? Like that he might run to? So I've read that book on cryptids. I know they don't want to be in the light, so I know he wouldn't be near the fire directly, obviously.
Now, if you fail a perception, I don't think there's a way you can just locate him. You can do something if there's something you can think of to do. The hiding behind Ulfgar thing wasn't a bad idea.
I mean, I'm trying to find him still.
Yeah, but you failed a perception.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Like this.
Do you have to see them to do magic missile?
Yeah.
You have to see him, yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hide in the corner then.
Yeah, I was gonna say biding a turn. I think is the only thing you can do unless you had some kind of components you wanted to put together for something. So then it goes to Phil. Phil, give me a perception.
18 plus.
Yep.
Nice.
3.
You're good. You look over there. You saw him flash away from you, right? So you kind of trained on him, right? And he is now on the ledge behind Talia. He's glowing and stuff. And Talia just saw like a burst of light. She doesn't know anything. And she's looking toward you with the bow.
I'll shout, Talia behind you.
Okay. That's good.
Immediately turn around.
Yeah. Well, on your turn, you can. Which, Phil, do you have an action or anything you want? That would be one action just to yell that out. But is there anything you do? Fire an arrow, anything like that?
I will run for cover here. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Okay. And stealth again. Next turn.
Go ahead and roll for stealth on that. Do that.
Okay. Plus 9. Oh, 18 plus 9.
Okay, cool. So on next turn, your movement away from the rock will be invisible to the vampire.
Okay.
All right. So now it is Caroline's turn, who just saw Bean yell and take off running. And
Well, I would turn and immediately launch the arrow as soon as I see the bright glowing vampire.
yeah, you see a glow. Okay, so cool. So go ahead and fire at him. You get the advantage on that too.
Yeah. Oh, I do?
Yeah, because he's glowing.
Okay, well, that's a 14. Something, and that's an 18 plus 8. So I'm going to take the 18 plus 8.
Okay, of course that hits.
4 plus 5, 9 damage.
All right.
And then can I like disengage and I don't know, try and get like.
You can't disengage. You're not engaged in melee with him.
Okay, well then can I dash away? Like.
Where you want to go
just
to?
kind of, just like back up a little bit, like there.
Yeah, that's about as far as I was going to say.
Just kind of like backpedal as I've got my bow and arrow aimed at him.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool.
Okay. So now it is
Nice.
Alon's turn, which you see all this. Alon, you have an advantage from your you literally hit the guiding bolt, watched all this. No perception required. You know he's on that ledge over there because he just is protruding.
So I'm going to take my bonus action first and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And because I find it to be funny, I'm going
What's
to
the
move it
range
in
on that?
form. I'm sorry?
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Yeah, you can hit it.
Yeah, he's right at 55.
Okay, good.
So because like I said, I find it funny, I'm going to make my spiritual weapon in the shape of a toothpick. And I'm going to attack him with the spiritual weapon.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, you know. That's a 17 with the toothpick.
That'll hit.
So he takes 8 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. So he has to do a dexterity saving throw of 16.
He rolls a 17.
Then he is all well.
Okay.
I shall continue to keep my eyes peeled for any other movement in the room.
All right. That's a good idea. So now it is actually Jeremy. You get a full turn now.
I don't think I want this cycle.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
How'd
supposed
that
to go
happen?
around the time of Bean.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to go. Yeah, okay, so you can go now. Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
That's okay. I wasn't sure if I just missed
Yeah, I'm
something.
trying to figure out how Phil ended up in there first. But yeah, you're at the top of the order.
I assume at this point I would be aware of where the vampire is.
Yeah, you won't have any perception roll because you're facing in that direction. He's glowing, all that.
Okay, then I'll run closer to Talia, yelling at him, and throw a javelin at him.
Okay, you can absolutely do that, and you get an advantage on him because of him glowing.
It's well over 20. It's 18 plus whatever.
You hit him,
and then the javelin is D6. So 3 plus 5, so 8 damage.
Okay. Okay. He takes the javelin, hit, and it throws him off of this cliff back behind there. And you just see Miriam looking over there. Like you don't see the vampire. He's behind that boulder. But you see Miriam.
Shit.
She's looking directly at him. Or at least you think she is, from what you can see.
Uh-oh.
Lewis, is there anything else you can do?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Unless I can get closer.
No, I'd say
Okay.
that would be about the extent of that. Jeremy, now it is your turn. You just watched Ulfgar take off and throw a javelin and hit the guy.
Well, I assume I didn't see that. I assume
You're-
I'm hiding in the corner.
Yeah, you're peering around the corner, I would assume.
So I'd come out to like where Lewis or Ulfgar came out, not see him again and say, well, shit. He's gone probably. And I'm going to turn around and shoot a firebolt at the hay.
Okay.
Just because I don't trust that there's not another vampire hiding in there.
You do it, and all the hay is just ablaze.
Okay.
So that's your turn?
Yeah.
Welcome, copy.
All right.
Because I have no idea where the vampire is.
Make a roll here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I have to do a couple rolls here.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. So he does 2 actions. He calls forth Children of the Night, which causes 3 bats to come down from the ceiling. And the 3 bats are attacking Alon. All 3 of them. So
Bats.
18 to hit
Nope.
on the first one. Okay. 16, no. And 12, no.
Nope.
So they're like all around you. So they're not hitting you, but you're like this. You're like, ah, shit, bats, right?
That's indeed my exact words. Oh shit, bats.
Awesome. Okay. His second action is he is going in to attack Miriam. You see this glowing vampire come flying over there, and he just takes her down.
Question.
What?
As soon as I see him, could I cast a spell?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. That's your distance and proximity to him and what's going on. No way. He has taken her down because this has already been done through rolls. Like I've already rolled it. She just hasn't taken any damage yet. So he's doing a multi-attack unarmed strike. So he gets 2d8 plus 4.
Where did Miriam go?
She's right there. Like his little piece landed on her.
Oh, okay. I was like
spinning her to the ground.
Yeah, he's literally on.
God. I just rolled really high damage, like really high. Why couldn't this happen to one of you guys? So
Because you're trying to kill my best friend.
Okay, Miriam is in really, really bad shape right now. Okay, like she's down there getting pummeled, but just ripped apart by this vampire. And you guys, there's like a fire between you guys. So that was that turn for the vampire. We are back to Lewis, who just saw like Miriam get taken down, and vampires just fucking going to town on her.
I get as close as possible and throw another javelin.
Okay, go for it.
It's a 21.
Hits.
11.
Okay. He takes a hit, and he is now fully distracted from Miriam. He's not ripping her to shreds anymore, but she's down there, and she's, and like she's kind of like this at this point, laying on the ground, like, get the hell off, like that. And he's tearing her up. Phil, it's your turn. You are, of course, your movements will be completely cloaked.
But I am approaching him. Well, I'm considering approaching him. So I'll only remain cloaked for so long, I'm guessing.
Well, you're moving. You can move along that wall there, and he'll be distracted by the others. So you will be stealth as long as you don't go right in front of him.
Well, I guess then, could I? Well, would it be worthy of ending the turn here, still stealth to behind these logs, readying for an attack next turn, or can I keep going?
You can. I mean, you can still take an action.
Oh, okay. Then I will attack. Do I have a sneak
You
attack?
can throw a dagger.
Yeah, a dagger. He's like up off of Miriam now, so you're not in range of her hitting her.
Okay. Would that be sneak attack?
Yes.
With the dagger?
Absolutely.
All right. I'll do that then. So to hit. Oops. 12 plus 6 is 18.
Yeah, that hits.
And it's 1 die 4 piercing.
Plus 3d6.
Oh, well, okay. I'm sorry. 1 die 4 plus my sneak attack damage. So it's 3 plus 4. So 7. But it's 3 times. But it's 3. Oh, and then
3d6. Yeah.
7 plus 3d6. So there's 1, 2. So 7, 10, 19 total.
Excellent.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah. So he's like this. He like lifts up. He gets hit with the javelin. Phil's running across the wall there, and he does a throwing dagger that hits the vampire in the chest. He's like, ah! He's not worried about Miriam at all anymore because he's getting screwed up by you guys.
Okay.
All right. So Caroline, it's your turn.
I want to shoot him in the face with an arrow.
In the face.
Okay.
In the
Regular
face.
arrow.
Yeah, I haven't pulled my crossbow yet. That is a 16 plus 8.
That'll hit.
And that is a 5 plus 5, 10 damage. And I'm just going to scream fuck you at him.
Okay.
I'm doing that.
You fire it. It goes straight through the campfire and has just flames rolling off of it, and then just hits him right in the face. It's got his jaw messed up, and he's just like, and the arrow, of course, teleports back to your quiver. Yeah. Liz is
I'm
on
immediately reaching up to like pull it again and go.
Liz
I
is
know I
cleaning the
can't.
cat's bowl, and she's like, ooh. Okay.
I can
So-
tell you, she's gonna be a little extra.
Yeah, so Alon, you have bats flying around you like this.
Yep, don't care.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is attack with my spiritual toothpick.
Okay.
Love
Let's see.
Can we make it a pair of safety scissors next time?
This is my form of a wooden stake.
I love it.
Spiritual pool raft.
That's a 17 to hit.
The vampire, not the bats.
The vampire.
Okay, just making
I
sure.
picture it as just silly Green Lantern shit.
Now, I do have to question now. Okay, I'm gonna let you do this, but I seem to remember something somewhere where if you're being attacked by something, you can't attack something else.
I'm not attacking it. My spiritual weapon is, which is over there by him.
Gotcha. Like I said, I was gonna let you do it because we're already in it. It wasn't.
Nope.
That's something
not
we
even-
should probably look at to reanalyze the rules on because I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Well, the spiritual weapon acts on its own. I just
Yeah.
move it where I want it.
I know.
So-
I know. I'm just saying in general. I'm saying this to the whole group because
Okay.
I've never addressed it, but I'm pretty sure I've had that done against me when I've been playing before.
I would also say the bats
Fair
really
enough.
aren't attacking Alon because they can't hit him.
They're messing with him and stuff, but so anyway, he's like waving them and his weapons fighting on his own as well.
Oh yeah.
So okay, so it hits and damage.
13 points of force damage.
Ooh, excellent. He got really hurt from that.
And then for my main action, I am going to try and turn undead.
Turn undead on does that work on a vampire?
Vampires undead, aren't they?
Yeah, so he has to move away. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do. Is just
Okay.
trying to get him to move away from Miriam.
Awesome. I will totally let that. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. So he's getting hit with daggers and spears javelins and arrows and the toothpick and all that shit. And he's like, to hell with this. And he just he takes off moving up this way. But you don't know where he's at. Where I set him on the map doesn't let you know where he's at.
I can't attack of opportunity as he turns to run, can I?
No.
Damn.
He is glowing though still.
He is glowing. Yeah, how long does he glow for?
No, he's not.
And
Okay.
he can't get very far because there is sunlight beaming in.
Well, you just know that he went in that direction. That's all you know. So then that would let's see that then that would put Jeremy, your turn.
Again, I have no idea where he is.
You saw him just take off running in that direction. You know where he, and Miriam's just on the ground like, oh.
I guess how far can I get? Like here?
Yeah.
Would I be
Help
able to
Miriam.
see him? Well,
Yeah.
I can't get to her then.
You see his eyes glowing in the darkness.
Nobody's really in my path because Miriam's on the ground, right?
Yeah, she's on the ground a few feet from you.
Then I'm gonna shoot a lightning bolt at him.
Okay.
Which, it's the 100 feet long, 5 feet wide. I assume it can't go through that mountain wall.
Auto hit?
Yeah, so it hits anything in that range.
Sure.
And so he has to do a dexterity saving throw, though. Dexterity.
He's probably gonna get that though.
He
Yeah,
does
he'll take half
13.
damage.
13?
Mhm.
So he does not save.
Okay.
And here comes the 8d6.
Big money. Big money.
Big money.
No whammies.
We got no whammies. Got a little bit of everything else.
Good.
All right, let's see. That is 12 plus 10. That's 22 plus another 8 is 30. 35 damage.
Okay. You ready for this? Because that's it. Well, do you have anything else to do with your turn? Let me just say that.
That would be all I could do.
Okay. So it's his turn now and the NPC's turn. He gets hit with the lightning bolt. You clearly see him get taken completely out. From a DM to player perspective, I'm going to tell you he just hit 0 HP minus some. He chooses to automatically survive a saving throw. Vampires can do that. In fact, that actually happened with Byron, by the way. Because you didn't cross the threshold. You have to go a certain amount below his health for that not to work. So he goes to the ground like that, and then he springs right back up with 20 HP.
Undertaker.
Just like that, actually. So he is up, and he's going to do two things. He is going to do a legendary action, which, again, stops you from doing attacks of opportunity, all that kind of stuff. So he makes a point-blank move to this edge here of this wall, and he does a double unarmed strike against Phil.
His turn has to be spent moving as far away from me as possible.
Okay. He's not in your sight, though, so does that count here?
It says his turn for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as possible.
Yeah, he just took damage.
So he just got lighting and resurrected.
There you go, then.
Okay. All right. And I think a minute would have passed by then. So first hit is 24. The second hit is 11.
24, 35.
No. To attack, not damage.
Oh.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah,
that's
shit.
better. Well, I'm armor class 17.
So you take the first hit and not the second?
So I'm sorry, that was how much?
I haven't done the
I'm
damage.
sorry. That's right. That was the hit.
D8 plus 4. So that is 9 damage on Phil. Okay. And that will end his turn, except for the bats are still going after Alon, so I need to do the bat attack.
The bat attack.
Yeah. Okay. So by the way, Richard is like poking up, trying to get these bats away to you, right?
Good job, Richard.
Yeah. So
try harder.
Doing his thing.
4 again, and 10. So no bat damage, just Richard he's keeping them off a lot. We'll say that works, right? It's tying up Richard's movements, but it's not actually hurting a lot.
Sure.
Works out. Okay. So that is the end of all that jazz. Miriam is just like, her turn is spent rolling over and just throwing up blood on the ground.
No shit.
She's bad, guys. She's got 4 HP. And she's 10 feet from this vampire again.
Yeah.
Is that my turn then?
It is now your turn, yes.
Go get him.
Can I get him?
Him? Yes, you can make it right up to him.
Then I'm going to try to finish him.
Okay.
That is a 25 and a 21.
Both hit.
That is 9 and 12 plus 10. So 31.
31 damage?
Yes, sir.
He is dead.
Yeah.
Big meanies.
So you walk up. What did you attack him with? Your axe?
Great axe.
You went up and basically, like, you saw him hitting your friend, right? Phil's like right around the corner, not even seeing it coming because Phil's like trying to sneak, and he just comes up, bam, like that. And then, like, Miriam leads over, pukes at the blood. Ulfgar runs over. He goes across the chest away from my friend like that, and then he turns around again, and off goes his fucking head.
So, I don't know you.
That's not your purse.
That's my purse.
And then all of a sudden, Boomhauer comes up and goes, "Hey, baby, why don't you call me sometime?" So, all right. So you guys, the 5 of you, divide 10,000 experience.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Hooray.
Wait. Yeah.
2,000, yeah.
Do the bats disappear when he dies?
The bats just leave you alone.
Fair enough.
They almost got scared by Richard.
I'm going to give a health potion to Miriam.
Okay.
Well, if you don't want to waste a health potion, I could use Cure Wounds.
How much will that heal her?
I think we need to give her both.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me know about this. How much would it cure
It's 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Why don't you let me do it?
Okay.
I would do that because. So we'll drop. You guys don't need the map right now, so I'm going to drop it. So we see each other.
Is the vampire worth looting?
You can try.
Okay. What am I doing? Investigation?
Yeah.
It's a 16 plus 4. That's a dirty 20.
You found a gold belt buckle.
Cool.
He had a little bit of metal on him.
Did that level anyone up? It probably got somebody really close.
I'm 50 points away.
Wow.
50 points away. I am going to grant you that 50 points for doing a badass freaking fight against a vampire.
Yeah.
Ulfgar is level 6. What's that, Lon?
Miriam heals for 17 points.
17? Okay. That gets her pretty good. She's not completely healed. But
I am 750 away.
I'm thousands of points away.
And while everyone's doing that, I take my gallon of oil that was for my bike and I just start pouring it on top of the dead vampire.
No, you do not, because it is in the house, and if you were to do that, I would shoot you.
It is in the house.
Oh, you took it? Okay.
I bought the oil. None of y'all bought that shit.
Yeah.
I brought a gallon of oil from the school for my bike, which was destroyed.
Oh, that
okay.
oil.
Then yeah, go for it. I thought you meant the gallon of oil that I bought in Secret City.
The 3 bikes that are remaining are all functioning well. One is at the school. Phil's and Nola's are at the house. And
I also am within 50. That's funny.
50?
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
you saved Miriam's life, so I'm going to grant that to you as well. The
Look
2
at
of you
me.
are at level 6.
Ulfgar does that. We get away, and I shoot a fireball at it and
Okay.
ignite the body.
Set it on fire.
You finish off with the shit or whatever. So anyway, this all took place over the course of like 3 minutes, right? Like for real, it did. Like if we're keeping track of time, this is like 3 minutes or less. Like absolute fucking chaos. There's vampires springing up. Everybody doing that. He's getting lit up, glowing over there. Phil's running across the wall, throwing daggers. All that shit happened like maybe 3.5 minutes. All right. So Commandant and Morgana just heard bullshit going on, right? Like they probably didn't hear any of this until the vampire was over here jumping on Miriam. That's probably when they started hearing stuff. So Commandant comes running in like that, like what's going on? Like that. He sees severed vampire with Talia looting the belt buckle, and he goes, ah, like that. He goes, see, this is the shit right here of why we don't freaking adventure with him anymore.
Michael.
Language.
So he could have left us too.
Well, hopefully there's not any more in here.
Did anybody else take severe damage? I think Phil took a pretty good hit.
I just took 9 out of 40.
I took 3.
So 25%.
34.
Okay.
Not a good hit.
Well, this shows you right here what 5 level 5 players can do against single vampire. It took some shit, but you guys still did it, and there's 2 NPCs that were there. But no Commandant to help this time, though. It was that was a difference maker. But,
yeah.
And while we're in here, I'd like to go check out the other coffins and continue to pour gasoline on them.
Okay, yeah. Gasoline. Anyway, that's fine. So anyway, there you go.
Or oil. I've got.
Or I'll shoot firebolt, and we'll just keep moving through the cave.
All right. There you go. So you guys are just going around, kind of just checking stuff out. It doesn't appear like there's anything of worth in here. Strike didn't know what the hell he's talking about. We said the treasure's there.
Ulfgar, remember the first time we set something on fire? Fancy pants.
I mean, like he said, Strike is good at what he does.
Kind of our thing.
He's just reckless, and that was really reckless not to check everything before leaving. So, but now Morgana comes up behind where Commandant came in because she can enter the cave no problem now. So,
what's up, girl?
This is now our residence.
Yeah. Well, it's just a regular place now.
If she can enter, it is now our residence.
Cool. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? This is worthless cave now.
Leave.
All right. You leave.
Set up a mailbox and.
And can I have all of you do perception checks?
Oh God, how many are outside?
There's a bunch of vampires and fucking Daywalker Age just standing there.
Are we still in the cave?
14.
Well, you guys are coming out of the cave right now, and that's why I'm having you do perception checks.
15.
Okay. So then 13.
What'd you have, Caroline?
16. 14 plus 2.
So you have the highest right now, right?
I have also 16.
He also got 16.
12 plus 4.
Alon has 18?
Yep.
All right, Alon, as you step out of the cave, along the rock wall of the mountain, you see the airship coming in.
Oh, shit.
You can see it, like it coming out, like it's going toward the Alps. Okay.
You got that flare gun with you?
It's in the house. Why?
Because up there.
Oh. Hey, wizard. Open the house.
Or just fly up there on your broom.
I don't know that he could get that high. Oh.
Well, yeah, he is a distance away, but so it depends on which you think is faster.
Let's well, you give me the cube and I'll open it and get the flare gun and you.
Oh, I know. Shoot a flaming bolt towards the Zeppelin.
Lightning bolt. I'm kidding.
It takes it down.
Well,
okay.
So can
no,
we
yeah, we're
gonna keep moving.
The house was set up just outside here, right?
We left it up. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go in the house. And get
that's where we did set it up. So I'm just gonna go back to that spot and.
That was like pretty far away. You guys walked like 30 minutes.
We're gonna find a good spot to set it up outside.
Don't worry about it being good. Just
quick investigation or investigation now with disadvantage.
It's gonna be bad. Well, I guess it's okay. 12.
All right, so it takes you a while to find a good place to put this thing, and you get the house set up, and you get the flare gun for Talia. Talia, you come out, and you guys cannot see it anymore, but it has went into the Alps, so you know it's around.
I take the flare gun, hop on the broom, and start flying.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so I want you to do a dexterity saving throw.
8.
All right, wind is rushing against you, and you can't see very well because you're trying to go too damn fast. So you get about halfway up the level of the Alps. You don't see the Zeppelin from there, but you can take a shot in the dark, maybe. I don't know. You know the direction it went. You know that it went into the Alps.
Can I keep going?
You can, but you don't know where you're going to. So
yeah.
If you want to do, and then you can do a
With the new cover?
perception check with disadvantage.
Perception with disadvantage. All right. Let's see if the dice want to roll above 10 tonight. Nope. I get a 10 and a 6. So 6 plus perception?
Yeah.
4, so 10.
10 is all you got?
I have not rolled over 10 except once tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe don't.
You're
waste
flying around out there, and you have no idea. You know the general area in the Alps it went to, but you don't see it.
If I can't see him, he probably can't see me.
Consequences for not carrying the flare gun.
Consequences for not getting faster and actually taking an action. I feel like had we done that faster, it would have worked a lot better.
I say again, damn it.
I warned you from the beginning that the flare gun should have been on your person. I said it backstage.
Yeah, and then you yelled at me for carrying too much shit, and so I put it in the house.
Actually,
it's not exclusively mine.
There
are 4 other members of the party.
I actually specifically had you get rid of an item so you could carry it, and you said no, you wanted to carry something.
There's 4 other people in this party. It is not obligated to Talia.
Alon gave it to you, though.
Okay. It's in the house. It's a shared item. It is in there for clustered use. I'm not picking it up because then I can't carry shit.
If only we could give more of these magic tracker stones to friends and enemies. Oh, well.
Okay, so Wolfring comes back, and he has a good idea of where they went to the Alps, but he couldn't see. So
I lost him.
Well,
The tile. That's what those are like.
Cloudy up there.
what is that?
It's moo milk.
Oh, I think that is an interesting shaped funnel.
Chocolate milk. Yeah.
Well,
it's so
next time, roll better.
You say that to the wizard, you better roll better next time.
Ooh,
Soylent. At least it's not
Is that
Soylent
actually
Green.
good?
I love it. It's
I've never had
80%
it.
of my diet. Kid you not.
All right.
Roll better.
So what
Can't
so
roll
what do you
with
guys want to do
crap
then?
tonight.
It's wide open. You guys are sitting there. You got the house. You got the vampires figured out. You guys can do whatever you want. You guys can pursue.
Can you chop some of these trees down and get us some firewood?
There are trees on this side of the wall?
Well, on the map, there's some trees.
Yeah, there's like shrubbery and stuff like that around there. If you can do a survival check, Ulfgar, and you might be able to get enough for the wood.
15?
That'll do it. You'll be able to top off what's in there.
Thanks, Ulfgar. We are stocked up
It's
on wood.
completely on you guys because the commandant and the others are gonna head back to the school. So you guys are kind of just here. He's gonna go back to where the invisible wall was.
We could go back to the desert.
Before we would have headed out at some point, I would have gone through and done whatever I could do to try and sort of reconsecrate that cave to eliminate any bad vampire juju that might be residing within.
Give me a religion check with advantage.
I can name that tune in 3 notes. Miss America. Sorry.
Another.
Give me a sec, because I lost my character. Give me a sec.
You lost him.
It's a long story. First roll is 16. Second roll is 20.
Okay, so when you're doing your thing, he's out there chopping the wood. You're going on the cave. You do feel the spirit of Morden, and this cave has been cleared of its negative energy.
Cleansed, bitches.
Yep. Cool. So everyone else has kind of said something, but Phil and Wolfreen, what do you guys want to
trading
do?
post?
Say again.
You could go to the trading post. It's like an hour, 2 hours down.
The western something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Talia, I like your line of thinking. Talia, will you give me a wisdom saving throw?
No. Well, it's an 11 minus 1, so it's a 10. Doesn't
Okay,
that
that won't
technically...
Excellent math skills.
You still suggested the trading post, but you won't get the insight that I was going to give you.
Time of day?
This was like midday. It's around noon now.
It's daytime.
So it's lunchtime. We could like resupply, get food at the trading post.
Yeah.
Let's go south.
Adventure time.
You guys are on
Come
foot?
Grab your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring up the map.
We didn't set up the house near the motorcycles.
Yeah, but that would be longer. You know what I'm saying?
That's over at Evergreen.
Yeah, we would have to go like hours back. And then
If your idea is that you're going to warp to the house, get the motorcycles, then go, that's further away.
Okay.
It would take you. You're looking at.
Yeah. I think I misunderstood where we were.
I think you thought the bikes were like right outside the cave.
Yeah, I forgot we got in the carriage.
they're
like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like a half a day's walk to that place, but you're like a full day's of transporting back there, getting the motorcycle and going all the way. So
yeah.
Can I perception for any animals?
You can nature check for them.
I will do that.
What is the likelihood of finding a good berry out here?
Not very likely.
Okay, can I just look for apples?
What's up, Jay?
What,
13.
I couldn't hear you.
13.
13? There's hawks flying around.
There's what?
Hawks.
I got an 18 plus 3 if we're doing nature to look for apples.
Yeah. So you find those like really tartish. You find those really tartish wild apples, the little ones.
I'm gonna pick like 3 and put 2 in my bag and eat one.
You want to taste one?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try one. I'm assuming. I mean, she loves apples.
Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Why? I have the berry book. I would know automatically. I've already read that. I would know if it's poisonous.
Yeah, I didn't say it was poisonous.
Okay.
Magic.
It
Constitution.
would only be poisonous if you got a 1.
10 and 15. So.
Okay, so you go with the 10. So you realize these are the worst apples you've ever had. They're completely tart.
Okay. Guess I'll throw them on the ground now.
Like this.
What a waste of a really good roll that I got. Stupid tart apples.
Well, I mean, sure. You're not
She's
exactly
like, an apple, keeps eating it.
So I walk up to Caroline and I immediately go, "How you like them apples?"
Apparently, I don't.
Okay. So you guys are just walking along. You're gonna try one?
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw disadvantage.
First Pop-Tart flavor.
Disadvantage?
Tart apples.
Yeah.
13.
13? You're like, what the hell?
Sour apple Pop-Tart.
So this is like you guys are walking
Trying
down
out
like
flavors
the Alps.
for Pop-Tart.
You guys are walking south. The Alps are to your right. There's plains to your left. And you guys are you're seeing hawks and you're seeing tart apples and all that kind of stuff. And you're just moving along. You guys can make small talk and stuff if you want while you're on your way to the trading post.
So, Ulfgar, how's your rash?
The cream cleared it up.
This poultice.
Yeah. Fucking goblins.
Lovely.
Man.
So I was thinking more Pop-Tart flavors. Buffalo.
Make an apple one. Not these shitty apples.
Buffalo Pop-Tart flavor. Well,
apple and not this shit. Let's do some Granny Smiths.
Dwarven Pop-Tarts.
I would say by definition, wouldn't that be well? See, now I don't know what mincemeat is, but that would be a meat pie.
We still have like cloves of garlic around our necks, right?
So no one
I
wants.
thought we
to
just like rubbed ourselves
start
with
eating
things.
one of those.
It's just like garlic in all of your pockets and everywhere.
Yeah, that's what it is basically. Because you guys had boxes of it, man. You guys are.
I'm gonna just start dropping
Bought the store out.
random bits of garlic as I walk. Not all of it, but just a couple randomly.
Okay.
Trail of garlic.
Be like, how about garlic?
All right, I'll
Pop-Tarts?
use that to Caroline. I'll use that to have the red caps track you. No, I'm kidding.
I just want little fake creatures to find random garlic.
The Alps red caps.
Blue caps.
All right.
The
So,
blue caps.
Anyway, if that's all the small talk you guys have, you guys don't have anything particular to say to each other. After
No,
several
nothing.
hours,
Did not know that.
what's that?
I think everyone's updated on like everything.
I spend my time convincing Miriam she'd be better off staying in the shop.
Miriam is not with you now. She left.
Yeah, she left.
Commandant.
Wow.
Just the 5 of us.
I guess
I would,
Commandant, Morgana, Richard, and Miriam, they went back to school.
I would probably tell
just the-
everyone who wasn't, well, I think even Thalia doesn't even know what I was so angry about when she wanted the cube.
Oh yeah, I just want.
So I
so
fill
you-
everyone
you got
in
your-
on the whole history between my parents, between the tiefling and Jock. Kind of fill everybody in.
Yeah, this would be a really
my,
good time for you guys to fill each other in.
My
This is a really
parents-
good time for you guys to fill each other in on the things that weren't present for.
Yeah, my parents actually killed Jock when he was alive.
You should kill him when he's dead.
His stepbrother turned around and killed my parents, and his stepbrother is this powerful tiefling wizard that caused all the madness and zombies over in Odell.
Oh.
So this is
So
all
it's your fucking fault.
Oh, so this is all your fault.
Good talk, Wolfrain.
No, I didn't do any
Just
of
kind of like slaps
No.
him a little hard on the shoulder.
The shit going on with the zombies happened a long time ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I confronted, I kind of knocked the Jock out of Keo. And yeah, I confronted Jock, and he said that his stepbrother is still in Odell.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. We've been
What do you
there.
mean you knocked the Jock out of the kid?
You're more like you knocked the Jock back into him.
Is he a farmer?
Yeah.
There's a lot of jock knocking happening here.
All the knock jocking.
Knock joke? Wait, what?
Knock joke?
Knock jock joke?
Not jock joke. Okay.
Anyways.
So you guys are basically all filled in on that stuff, and you guys are moving along. It's getting close to dark, but it's the sun is still up, and you guys are getting near. You can see the trading post. This is flat land. There's no like woods around. Like I said, Alps right there, and you see this town is like, I want to say it's like a little bit bigger than a place like the Desert's Edge outpost, and it's just kind of nestled right there. What's that?
I just said okay.
Oh, it's nestled right there on the edge of a valley that goes between the Alps to the other side of the continent, like where Wolfrain is from.
Well, if there's flat land, I'm gonna search for a place to set up the house.
Okay. Then do
I'm assuming
investigation
there's-
with advantage.
With what?
With advantage.
With advantage. Okay. Finally, that's gonna be 17 plus 8, 25.
Okay, this is cool. You found a place that's like flat land still, but nestled like within the wall of the Alps, like within the concrete wall.
Just like a little cutout.
Back in the house. Yeah.
I need a new.
Cool.
Good job,
House is
wizard.
set up. Got running
I had a
water.
good roll.
Are you guys going to rest here or go into the town first? You guys are probably really tired because you guys have been
What
moving and
time of
fighting.
day is it?
It's the sun's about to go down. You're within sight of the town, but the town can't really see you because of where you positioned.
Yeah, maybe we should just like take a nap.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you guys go in there. And do you guys want a long rest or short rest then? Short rest come out at night and check out the town, or long rest come out in the morning and be completely healed?
Let's long rest, but post a watch.
I'll watch first.
Well, I was going to say the wizards could probably, because we only require 4 hours. Of
Okay.
Or not,
The
sorry.
wizards?
Us wizards. I was reading your name and I was like, the wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between the
I
three
would
of us, we could
pass out
rotate.
a can of food to everyone because everyone needs to eat. And I took all of the canned food from the house before we burned it down.
There you go.
Surprise! It's all canned peaches.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches
for free.
There's only one
And we
bathroom.
start singing deliriously as we start to go to sleep.
So you guys are having a good
Sing
time.
ourselves
You know,
to
you're
sleep.
settled.
And
You're
I'm
settled
going
in,
to
you're
put
singing your-
the potion that I grabbed back. 'Cause I didn't.
Okay, because you didn't end up using those. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put mine back and take
So,
my health potion back.
Who has the flare gun right now? Just so we can keep that.
Yeah, who wants to carry?
Wolfram, you have it? Okay.
I have it.
Do
I
you
don't-
want
Well,
to
here's
carry
my
it, or
thoughts
you
too.
want?
Like, Talia's not really concerned about the Blue Mountain that hard.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
It's not her main quest.
Sure. Well, you did want to help Morgana, I thought. But
Yeah, but she's like, I mean, you know, when we get there, we get there. I'm not like only
Okay.
that.
I'll go. So Wolfram, you've got the flare.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So night befalls you. You guys are hanging out, eating food, talking, going to sleep, doing all that. And you wake up. Everyone, you are fully healed. 2 of you are level 6s. That's awesome. And do you guys want to go check out the town then?
Yeah.
The town is gone.
Okay. You go there, and it's exactly what you thought it would be. Well, Wolfram, you've seen this place before. You know, you've been through here, and
Flew on by.
it's like you know, trading post. Carts are going in and out of the valley between the Alps and all that jazz. And
I have a very specific person I would like to look for.
okay.
Is Hera here?
No, but I should mention also. Remember, the train runs into here because the train runs through the valley. Look on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you guys know that it's a smaller town, but the train runs through there, so you can see the valley like behind there. So you're gonna look for Hera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a magic
Then-
cart stall type thing in general, but like I wanted to know if she specifically was here.
Okay? So you're looking for someone that's a magic dealer, and you're looking for
Yes.
her.
And if it happens to be her, dope, because like I know her.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do for that. You're gonna need a deposit roll on 2 separate things. I'm
Okay.
gonna have you do an investigation roll and an arcana check, and it has to be pretty damn good on both of them.
Well, we got a 12 and a 13, and the 12 is the Arcana, and that is +3, so that's a 15. And a 13 is the Investigation, and that is +6, so that's a 19. So 15 and a 19, Investigation and Arcana.
So here's the deal. Hera's not here, but guess who is?
My friend, Mr. Alakazam.
Alakazam.
Hell yeah. I immediately just
Alakazam is
walk
here.
up like going like this, and I'm like, yo, 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 what you got?
He's like, oh, hey, hello, little elf girl. He's like, what? He's got his turban, you know, and he's got a little
Hey, I met
shop
your
they set there.
brother.
He's like, it was his cousin, but yeah,
Cousin.
you did.
I met your cousin.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm on tour right now with all the money that I made from your guys' last visit to my shop, and he's like, my supplies are in limited demand right now, but what can I do for you?
What you got? Show me you
What are you
good.
looking for?
I need to get a list of all the potions. Let somebody else go while I Google.
This is the potion one, not the clothing one.
I forget. Did he have anything else?
Depends.
There's like
You have
potions.
to ask.
Oh,
and then-
scrolls. He has scrolls. He has magic books.
You have to ask, and then we're gonna roll to find out if he has it on him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have any clothing at all then.
He is buck
No,
naked
that's-
He's wearing.
That's That's
He's
Kadabra.
bucking
This is
it.
Alakazam.
He doesn't sell any though. Is my
No,
my
not his thing.
I'm going to ask him if he's heard tell of any rare metals that he may have come across or heard of, or
He's like, my dealings are not with that craft, so I'm not sure what I would know that you wouldn't know.
okay. Well, if you hear of anything and you find a way to get a message to me, I'll make it worth your while. And I'll give him 10 gold right now, and then say there's 10 more for you if I ever get a message from you that leads me to something I'm looking for.
He says, well, thank you, sir. He's like, have you ever traveled as far as Iron Oasis?
I've been out that way once.
And he says, that sort of thing, of course, is more suited to that region than here.
I'm just,
He said, although I do know that there are many traders that come in and out of here that go there. And
well, and that's my goal, is I'm trying to start a network so that I can start rounding up the materials that I'm looking for. So if you hear of anything, or if you know of anybody and you send them to me, I'll also make sure that you get paid.
he says, kind of think of it. I do know that there's a guy that comes in and out here sometimes that he used to work in Iron Oasis, and he's from Seeker City. And I know he takes lodge up in the Alps over there. He comes down here from time to time and trades goods. He kind of acts like he's trying to keep on the down low. I don't know if people are after him or anything, but him and his wife just live up there. Something Euro something?
Trash.
Euronymous?
That's all I know.
I give him 5 gold, 5 more.
He's like, all right, cool.
And again, remember me. If you hear of anything, send word.
Northridge Adventuring School.
I have something. If he has rings, I might look for, or I guess the amulets.
He doesn't. He's a potion dealer.
I thought you said
that
he
was
He
established.
had scrolls and books as well.
He had scrolls, and he had powders and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Powders, potions, scrolls, like he had that kind of stuff. He didn't have anything metal at all. He's not
I
that
say.
kind of amulets and stuff would be like
others.
Hera.
amulets would be what?
Hera.
Yeah,
There's
Hera
not
has,
going to be a
like,
one-size-fit-all magic deal.
Yeah. And we haven't met anybody who has magical weapons yet, but I'm assuming that would be another cousin.
Yes, you have.
Well, except our forge.
Well, we do, but we don't. I mean, someone who sells them. We have?
Yeah.
I thought he could only
Nymeria
use them.
Nymeria said once the forge was back running again, she'd make you guys a weapon. She made
Well, I haven't
Tikal a
gone
weapon.
back yet. You said he has dust, right?
Yeah, he
he's
has
got
powders and stuff.
Does he have leech dust?
What is leech dust?
So leech dust is magical dust that has the ability to absorb blood, leaching it out of a victim's flesh, veins, and even bone marrow. When you throw it, it explodes in a cloud-like effect, but immediately weakens your enemies, worsening round by round. First, it's half strength and dexterity, then you become unable to take other actions moving. When you are paralyzed after 4 rounds, you die.
Jesus.
We're going to let the dice decide if he has that.
Cool.
10 or higher. Oh, that's a fudge roll because it landed sideways, so. Oh, 16.
Nice. How much does he want for it?
How much of it do you want? He says, I got a little baggie like this.
All right, how much would that be? Or I guess how many vials could I make out of that? I'll let you decide. Yeah, if I were to put it in a vial so that I could throw it at people.
Oh, it breaks it?
Yeah.
This would make like 2 vials. Like 2 vials worth.
Okay, how much for one?
Well,
one bag of that. 1 bag of that.
Yeah, so I was gonna say he's not gonna break apart a baggie. He's holding up
No,
a
no,
baggie.
no.
that he
One
has.
bag of that. How much would that cost?
Yeah, one baggie that makes 2 vials. He's gonna say is gonna be 20 gold.
I'm gonna get 2 baggies.
Okay, he'll sell you 2 baggies.
About a potion of vitality.
Like the kind that Arun makes? Is that what you're talking about? Like something that cures illness like that?
Yeah.
Okay, potion of vitality. Let's do a roll on that also. 18. Yeah. He's got something very similar to that. He has 1.
How much?
He says, this is not easy to come by. He says, in fact, there's a doctor guy that I know who makes these, and that's who taught me how to do it.
How much and where's your doctor guy?
Last I heard, he was living up in Blasingdale, working for the Blasingdale militia.
Ah, you know Arun.
Yes. He says, I can't let this thing go for cheap. You have to understand, because this is very sought after.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 100 gold.
So 1 platinum? Okay. I mean, didn't we just...
There you go.
1,000... Wait, how much gold did we get recently?
1,000
I
gold.
don't know. You guys...
10.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
platinum.
10 platinum, yeah. So 1 of my 10, yeah.
All right.
I'm not buying a whole lot of other things, so...
Yeah. And that's something that's outside of your expertise to make.
Yeah. No way I can make that.
Oh, and by the way, Caroline, speaking out of character, out of game, I am going to reward you for all this good berry looking you're doing.
Yes, I'm gonna. You know what? I want to ask him. Do you
Because
have
you
a
tried
map
so hard.
that shows me where I can find good berries? Let me see if he's.
I'm going to do better. Next time you talk to Arun, I'm going to make you so happy. Like, you're going to love it.
Yay!
Next time you talk to Arun,
want
it's going to be just
good berries.
remind me, because it's going to be
Oh my God.
it's going to be better than learning how to find good berries. It's going to be even better.
I can have them make good berry Pop-Tarts.
You could, and that's an excellent idea. Literally, Pop-Tarts restore your HP.
Oh, this is great. I want good berries so bad in my life.
I promise you are going to love so much. Because, like I told you guys before, like the way I like to focus on all the individuals instead of
You're
trying
making
to,
Arun my
just make
favorite
everybody
character very quickly and easily.
So, like, what I do with that is I sit on my own and I think, what would Caroline like? What would Jeremy like? I think of these kind of things and try to insert them in wherever. And that's why, like, the more I get out of you, the more that I can do for your character. So I have already thought about the Thrun stuff. And when you asked earlier about it, I'm like, okay, we're going to do this next time you see it. It'd be a long time coming that you learn this.
Cool.
So. All right,
Everyone
I'm guessing
done
nothing else.
shopping with the guy?
Well, yeah. Do either of you
Yeah,
need
unless
anything?
Phil, do you care at all about getting any magic?
There's like potions
You
of
don't have to.
climbing and stuff.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I am interested in rings that would help me either hide
No rings.
or stealth.
I was actually
just got
really hoping when
potions.
we went back to Seeker City to find you.
So I don't know if that would be here or if that would be more at a jeweler.
Oh, I also,
Yeah, you're not going to find anything like that here.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
is there somewhere I could sell that belt buckle I just found? That gold buckle?
Or
Um,
I would say
what were you going to say, Phil?
I would say alternatively boots that would do the same thing.
Like, make you hide?
Yeah.
He wants the
Or
boots I have.
Stealthier or
The Elvenkind boots.
I don't know of anything like that. I'd have to dig and look. We can look at that at a later time. But
Okay.
you're not going to find that here anyway, because this guy's doing powders and potions.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So no, I guess it's the. No, thank you.
I would say.
Oh,
Hey.
okay. Actually, you know what? I do have something here. Phil, I do have something that would work for you with this. If you're willing to buy it off of him, he can give you a small vial potion that for the duration of like an entire battle can give you like stealth advantage. Like I could do something like it could basically like a drinking of that would be like an automatic 20. If you want something like that.
if I were already stealthed and drank it, would it make me even stealthier? I'm just thinking because right now it's not very
It
difficult
might make
for
you
me to
fast.
stealth.
Make you move quicker. I don't know.
It's not very difficult for me to stealth correctly.
Yeah, you're already stealthy, but you could have something like that where maybe you could keep it for if you fail a stealth check.
Well, what's the price?
50 gold.
I'll pass.
Okay. I just wanted to give you something to supplement because you're not going to find jewelry here.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Somewhere, is there somewhere in this? Well, you go first, Lewis.
I was just gonna say, you remember those vampires you're all scared of? I slammed down a bunch of teeth on the table. Go.
Yeah.
You grind these up and make something fancy out of it?
Can who?
He sells powders and potions and shit. Can you make anything fancy out of these?
Out of vampire teeth?
And grind them up to make a vampire teeth.
Yeah,
powder.
do you need like bone powder?
He says, well, you know what? He says, you know
Figured
what?
they're
I
there.
have never. I have never heard of anything to make vampire teeth, but at the same time, I have never had vampire teeth. So I'm interested in these. Name your price.
100 gold?
And he goes, well, I did just get 100 gold for the potion, and I've never seen vampire teeth. So he takes the platinum piece that Jeremy gave him, and he gives it to Ulfgar and takes the teeth.
Okay, I'll give him 6 vampire teeth.
He's like, yeah, I've never seen. He goes, well, I'll see what I can do with these in the future.
So let me know, buddy.
He's like,
anything else you want decapitated? I'm your dentist.
I'm the dentist.
all right. So if you're done with him, then
I want to sell that belt buckle I just stole from someone.
yeah, sell the belt buckle. So there are like fashion traders and stuff with little booths and everything like that. So they'd probably buy it from you for 20 gold.
Okay. I'll random person sell it.
I gotta buy a new
Yeah.
fucking motorcycle.
Give me the belt buckle. Before
Are you
you
saying
sell
that-
it,
You just
give it-
sold it.
Okay,
before
no, I'll
you
give
sell
it
it,
to
give
him.
it to me.
I hand it to him. I haven't sold it. I hand it to him. I go, where?
I spend the next few minutes turning it into a golden apple,
Aww.
and I give it back to her.
I hold it and I give him a hug and then put it in my bag.
So you don't get the 20 gold. Then.
No, I'm keeping that now.
Okay. You have a gold apple. All right. So now what? This is Sandbox, guys. You guys are leading the way on this one.
Hey, Alon, you want to check out that battlefield?
I also want to try and find that guy who might have an en route to rare metals. But that's just me.
That sounds
Guy
interesting.
with the en route to rare metals.
Is there anybody around selling weapons?
Who's the guy with the en route to rare metals?
The guy in the Alps.
And you said there's a guy that lives up in the mountains that might know about rare metals and stuff.
You didn't catch the hint on that?
That's Euronymous. That's the guy with the blimp.
Oh,
Yeah. All he was doing was saying that, I don't know anything about that. I just know there was a guy who used to live there. He's hiding out because people in Secret City were after him.
well,
So he-
intelligence is not
yeah.
my strong point.
yeah, he doesn't know anything that you don't already know about him. He's hiding out there. So, yeah.
Is there anybody selling books?
You guys at least now. Hold on. You guys at least hold on. You guys at least now know that this is like a base of operations for that guy. Like he's it's not like you just saw him go by the Alps and he's never going to be there again. Like he's coming in and out of there, and he has to come down here to get food and stuff.
So we wait.
Okay.
How often
All
do
right,
you
well.
I go on the run?
Then I'm game for whatever.
We
You want
can't.
to go check out a battlefield? Let's go play Dwarven history.
You're talking just below the frozen wastes.
So you guys don't want to pursue the guy that you've been looking for forever.
I'll
I'm
stay
just making
here.
that clear right now.
I'm waiting for him. If he's got to come back here, I'm going to sit
I
and wait.
kind of want to
Because
go.
that's like main
to
quest
battle.
shit that you guys are avoiding.
Granted,
If we wait, you mean?
that
Huh?
city to
Hold on. There's like every time somebody talks, I hear someone else. I can't
there
hear
must be a
anything.
delay.
I hear Phil and Jeremy both talk at the same time. So what'd you say, Phil?
I got nothing important.
Well, go ahead and say it because I mean, like, I want to hear what you have to say.
The ancient battlefields, is that we're just below the frozen wastes? Is that what you were talking about exploring? And then I was going to say, though, but if we did that, we're avoiding major quests, is what you said. We haven't, right?
I don't know what's up there besides what Ulfgar already did. I don't know why he wants to go up there. He's seen everything there was to see.
Okay.
As far as I know, I mean, like, we'll see what you guys end up going up there and rolling. Like, that's just making it up. Like, you guys are right next to the guy you've been looking for months.
I don't know why. I keep looking at this map and thinking everyone is seeing it. It's on my monitor.
I guess, are we still near the person who we were... Was it Alakazam who said that Euronymous thing?
Yeah, he was saying that he doesn't know anything about that stuff, but he said there is a guy that used to work in Iron Oasis that's hiding out here.
Would he know how
fits that
often he
description
like
that you guys
leaves and comes
know
back?
his schedule?
He just says he comes here from time to time. I think that's all he said.
Let's go find him.
I'm in. It's not finding, it's waiting for him to come back. I'm down to hang out.
It could be, I guess.
Can
Can
we like do a perception check of the sky? We haven't done that today.
Go ahead.
It's just if
Phil?
we dug in for a week, would that derail our quest? Waiting, I'm just
It's not
thinking
derailing anything.
Okay.
There's nothing on a
Nothing you do can
time schedule.
It's not possible for you to derail except for get yourself killed.
Okay. I'm just thinking if we sat here and just said let's dig in for a week.
I have literally worked with what like with whatever you guys want to do. It's just I'm just saying, like, I thought it was weird how you guys went way out of your way to find the guy and then you just abandoned the quest. Like,
Okay.
you found him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and just wait for him to come back. And
Like, you guys
back
spent
into
months trying to find
Well,
him.
I'm like, if Ulfgar and Alon want to go to the ancient battlefield, I'm going to stay here and wait.
And they
Yeah,
can
well-
they can go. I'm not saying don't go. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that I don't know anything up there. I don't know. There's nothing on the menu. Like, if this were a video game, there's nothing on your menu saying, let's go check out the battlefield for this. Like, that. It
I
just be
just
whatever
figured
you
it's,
go up
it's
there.
full of old weapons and probably rare metals and shit.
Yes.
Zombies.
The only
Just a
question
thought.
I have.
And that seems like something. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
That seems like something Alon would want to purify. I don't know. I was just thinking that shit.
Alon can, yeah. I mean, if that's what he wants to do.
I am not necessarily as a person advocating for it. Just felt like something I would bring up.
Would I have any reason to think that he would be going to the city that my parents are from? That's up in the Alps?
That's pretty far away from the direction you saw him go.
Okay.
Like, here, if we're gonna look at, let me bring the map up. Let me bring the map up here. If you look at the map, is it up? I can't tell.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are here at this post, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys saw him like come in because you're over. Okay, where Wolverine is, that's the caves. You guys saw him like go into here. See that? And he was going like in this direction, like he's coming from Secret City, and he goes into the Alps here. So he wasn't going anywhere near Phylana and Nor.
So also not
That's far away.
Not along like the train area,
well,
but into the Alps.
No.
Okay.
Mhm. Into the Alps.
You want to set up shop here, and the rest of us can go run some side quests until he shows up again, because we're going to need to get Morgana and Commandant anyway.
Well, we fly back for them.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're just waiting around, you can just teleport back when you find them.
Well, I remember like gearing up for winter clothes. Weren't we going to go into the Western Gateway?
No, it's winter here. So, like, winter is now. We needed winter clothes to not freeze to death in general.
Yeah, it's definitely into winter now. It's like the first week of like the real like everything.
I would like it to be known that Talia has her hat and she is wearing it.
I've got my I should probably be actually wearing my winter clothes.
Yeah, I don't have anything I'm particularly doing. If we're going to stay here, my intentions would be to read that book, the Igville book.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. You guys can absolutely pursue into the Alps if you want to look for him directly. You can wait here to see if he shows up, or you can abandon this quest entirely and just let Morgana stay a vampire. That's fine.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to let her.
No, I didn't think so because you guys had like been working toward it for so long.
Yeah.
I also want to find the mountain because knowing that the stone did stuff with Keo and Jock, I want to get rid of Jock.
Yeah, that's a quest for me too, but I didn't realize that was the choice that we were on, of like find him right now or like abandon it. So
it was
that's
like
why
a
I was saying
huge
that.
reward. It was a huge reward for you guys to walk out of that cave and see the airship. It was just a big shame that nobody had the
Fucked up
flare gun and nobody was able to catch it. Yeah.
Well, then,
so I had to play the game as it was. You know, I'm not going to bend it that much. You know, so
Fair enough.
he just got away from me. But I've been able to at least now. I didn't even expect you guys to go to this town today, so I'm pulling stuff out for that town.
All right, well, let's find the motherfucker. You guys want to go up into the Alps, or you want to sit, make camp?
Well, do we have to go up into the Alps? Where does that road there at the Western Gateway take us? Is that, I mean...
So he went into the mountains, not
Yeah, he's
through
flying up
the
there
valley.
Okay.
He
We
went
saw
into the mountains,
mountaintops,
and
he goes in.
And Alakazam straight up said that he has
hides
base camp
in
there.
the mountains.
He's like in
Yes,
the mountains somewhere.
in the Alps.
There's got to be a settlement in the Western Gateway, right?
That's where we are.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, all right then.
We're in front of the Western Gateway.
The Western Gateway, all that is it's a path between the Alps that the train can go through and that carts can go through.
Yeah.
That takes you to the other half of the continent, which is like where Wolfrine is from. Like, and the Commandant and Morgana used to travel there. Like,
It's not like a road we can just
kind of a relevant place. There's not
let's,
really any story stuff there right now. You can make it if you guys go that. If you guys say fuck it, we're gonna go there. Well, then we can stop the session now, and I'll draw up a map for it next time.
Let's set up camp here, go collect all our shit, and when we've got all our stuff in town, we can, if he hasn't shown up to town, then we can go up in the Alps and find him. Like, we'll chill out in town, you can teleport us around, get bikes and whatever, maybe
like
go
to make
back
him
and tell the
the
Commandant. Then we'll just hang out here for a week or two, and if he doesn't show up for food, we'll go up looking for him.
Do we need to do all that?
Does everybody want to do that? Do you guys want to wait or look?
Do it to my mission.
I'm waiting no matter what. So if they go somewhere, the wizard's gonna
But
stay.
are we sitting around and waiting, or are we going to go into
I will
the
wait
mountains
with
and
Wolfrian.
actively seek out?
I'm
Couldn't
waiting
hear
also.
you guys. You guys both up.
I'm also waiting with Wolfrian.
Well, then I would
Okay,
stay in
so-
the little city that we're in. I don't want to leave.
That's what you guys are. You guys can just walk to that little house, no problem. It's in the, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be like, okay, we're spend the day hanging out here, see if he shows up, go back at night and sleep and all that stuff. Yeah.
How far is it to Iron
do you have
Oasis
any
from here?
input?
Sorry.
Oh, Iron Oasis? Let me look.
Train ride
It's
away.
pretty damn far.
Oh, it's more than a train ride.
It's a. It is.
Oh,
It's the same distance as Secret City, and that was 2 full days by train.
I mean, it's also a
By
hop,
train.
skip, and a jump by small, finely crafted wooden cube.
Do we have a small, finely crafted wooden cube at Iron Oasis?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I was going to say, if anyone wants to teleport me down there to buy a new bike.
Well, hold on. You guys are like all talking at the same time. Jeez.
I can't read that.
What is that? Why are you?
Oh, okay.
That's
all of his places.
Listen.
I ran out of room at the bottom, so now
Now,
it's on.
all I'm asking, I'm not asking for side quests. I'm just asking what you guys. I need to know the next step. Like, are you guys looking? Are you staying? Because somebody just said a second ago, I'm going to go look in the Alps while we're staying here, and I'm like, that's not what they can't do both. Like,
I think we're staying
so
and
putting
hanging
it
out and listening for him.
Mhm.
Is what it sounds like the 3 of us are doing. And then if he doesn't show up, we will go looking. But
I
we're
would
going to
like
give
to-
him like 48 hours.
I'd like to give him a week personally.
We can
Because I'm going to do this to a roll. Once I know what you guys are doing, there's going to be a roll to determine what happens, and I can't do it unless I know what you guys are doing.
I want to read that book and like hang out and just like listen to people's conversations and stuff.
Like, go to the tavern, meet these people traveling through, all that stuff.
Yeah. Maybe someone has a cool life story or is helpful in some way.
And tell them all we're waiting for that guy. So if they haven't,
Yeah, ask them if they've seen them. And then also tell them about our berry business. Berry and honey.
All right. Yeah. Alon, what about you? What's your input on this whole scenario?
So my thought is that we hang out in town for as long as everybody feels like it's the right period of time, We can use that time while we're in town to do exactly what they were just saying, make some inroads with the locals. We can talk berry business. We can talk Pop-Tarts. We can do whatever. If we're here for more than a couple of days, I'm probably going to wander around and like head out at least in the base of the mountains and see what's going on out there and that kind of thing. But, you know, nothing major. We're waiting on
That's
we're
good.
waiting
That's
on the
good.
blunt.
So between what Talia said about the 48-hour thing and what Bean said about a week, and then Alon is kind of the middle decider there. So we're going to say, you know, you're going to at least wait a few days, see what happens, then kind of branch out if he doesn't show. So see this die right here? That is a D8. This is going to determine how many days before something happens. 5 days. So here's how it went down. All right. Now that we got this all together. All right. So 5 days pass. Alon and Ulfgar start getting tired of sitting around and waiting. So they start checking out the interior of the Alps. Talia's hanging out reading her book. She's hanging out with the tavern people. You know, Bean, you're doing your thing, just walking around town, getting used to people and all that. Wolfrine, you're basically doing the same, in and out of the tavern, all that sort of thing. You guys are going there. I am going to give you guys all 100 experience because you spent 5 days hanging around this town that's largely connected to a whole other continent. So you've met all kind of different people. You've got the word out about the berry business. You've learned things that you wouldn't have learned in a battlefield. You've learned this is life. So 100 experience for all of you. And the airship comes in from the mountains. It literally comes down, touches down outside of town.
Nice.
Alon-
You don't have to waste a flare.
Whoa, I heard 3 people.
I think we all said,
I'm sorry,
nice.
you guys
We
roll for
don't have to
initiative
waste
just to
a
talk.
flare.
I think I do have like a 1 second delay or something.
I think so too, because like I've literally heard like Phil, Caroline, and Jeremy talk at the exact same time like 8 times during this game. Like
most
you guys
of the
are
time,
like you keep going. It's like not that you hear. It's not like you talk and then you hear someone. It's like you guys are all keep going like you're not hearing anything else. But it's like on my end, it's just blah, 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 like that all at once. Like I can't hear.
I'm pretty certain we all went, cool. We don't have to waste a flare.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
slit his throat.
So here, and here's the thing that's cool about the flares. The flare is not like a one-time thing. Like you can call this guy every time you see him. Like, or like if he takes you somewhere, you can use this to signal him back. Like you can be like, I'm staying away from this crazy shit, but fire the flare up when you want to go. So this is kind of the ultimate slow transportation in the game. Obviously, the fast one would be the house, but this is like the better version of like you can cover so much more ground. Phil, Lewis, you were wanting a question.
So we see him now? Like, have we met him?
He landed right outside of town. Alon and Ulfgar, you guys were out checking like.
But we
within,
haven't
like,
made
a few
contact
miles
with
of
him
the
yet?
area.
Nobody has established
You guys
contact.
can see. You guys are coming back from the two of you, Alon and Ulfgar, are coming back from like scoping the interior of the Alps. You guys didn't find anything, but on the way back in, you see the
Is it
airship
just
coming down, touching
the
down.
2 of them that see it, or do we all see him?
No,
You guys are hanging out in the town, so you
Yeah,
don't.
but-
You're like you're hanging out at the tavern. Wolfrine, you're doing whatever, probably getting something to eat, and Bean, you're just walking.
So
straight
only
to
the 2
town.
of them are aware that he has shown up.
Yeah, they're coming back from like
Okay.
a whole
That's
day of
just-
like.
that's what I was
damn,
trying to
we can't find
establish.
anything.
Because it sounded like
Yeah.
we would be very aware based on the way it was described.
No, you guys definitely aren't. Like, I mean, it's he landed outside of town, and then they're so we'll put it Alon and Ulfgar's lap right now. You guys are like you guys were kicking dirt, like damn it, we didn't find anything, and then there it is landing.
Well, I would say, Ulfgar, why don't you run into town, grab everyone, tell them the blimp is back, and I'll go talk to him and keep him here until everyone shows up.
So you talk more good to people. I'll go find our crew.
I talk more good, Roger.
So I agree with that plan.
Okay,
And
cool. So we'll
And before I leave, I'll say again,
We'll
damn
go
it,
with
if
the
only
one.
he had one of those tracking cubes, it would have been way easier to find him.
Too bad none of us know how to make them.
I figure if I say it enough to all the magical people, maybe.
You gotta say it to the man who's in charge of the school, who gives everyone the cubes.
He has brought it up many times, and Wolfring can easily assign a stone to somebody who wants.
Yeah, someone could probably like analyze what it is and then create one. But anyway,
Oh, I didn't know I had that ability.
He doesn't have to create any. Wolfring can just go get one.
Yeah. It just has to be someone with some big authority.
it'd also be great if someone could like, I don't know, with sleight of hand, like throw it on an enemy. Like a creepy ranger or something like that. Yeah,
No,
just if we ever wanted to know where they were at.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but then if they have that and they know our
So
name,
anyway, so I go back to the tavern to find everybody.
they could turn it on us.
If
That's
they know
true.
how to use it.
If they know how it works. Okay. All right. So, Alon, we're getting back to you. You went to go talk to him. You go walking up to the outskirts of town where it touched down, and you can see Euronymous out there tying off rope to the airship.
I will go help him tie rope.
He recognized you immediately and is happy to see you.
Oh, how sweet of him. So since I was pointed towards him, I will strike up a conversation about rare metals, materials, dragon scales, anything that might be used to craft something immensely powerful, and see if he has any insight or knowledge as to where I might be able to locate such things.
Let me do a roll on that because that is a totally left field question. Yeah, he doesn't know anything, and neither do I. Yeah, well, he rolled a 10. If he had rolled like a 15 or higher, then I would have been able to find something for you. I would have.
It's all good. I'll find someone eventually.
He only knows what he. Yeah, he only knows what he worked with in Iron Oasis, which is all stuff that you know about, and he kind of lets you know what's been going on. Like since the last time you guys saw each other, he went back and made good with his wife, and him and his wife are now traveling around, and they have a little base camp up there that he docks the craft. He comes down here to get supplies, and occasionally he'll run people from Seeker City to other parts of the world.
Well, then I will start a conversation with him regarding how his blimp is doing and how it's running and how it's functioning and all that kind of stuff. Just small talk.
He's like he says better than ever since you and the wizard helped me get it going right.
Well, that's good to hear. I know a lot of my friends are anxious to speak to you, so hopefully they will show up soon and ask you what they need to ask you.
Caroline is MIA, so I don't know if I can call upon her right now. But Ulfgar would be coming back into town and grabbing everyone. He finds Phil walking around town. So, Bean, you're just kind of walking, hands in pocket. Ulfgar comes up to you.
How could you see me in these shadows?
I smelled the Pop-Tart.
Good answer. It was the cherry filling, wasn't it? Okay.
The crinkle of the wrapper and
Yes.
Yeah, there's just little crumbs of like sprinkles.
Okay.
He detected the magical delicious.
The balloon dude. We found him.
Oh.
Where's everybody?
Yeah, we need to find them all.
There she
You're
muted.
She can't hear us
Okay,
either.
sorry, my cat was being.
Were you able to hear? Caroline, were you able to hear them?
No, she was away from her headphones.
I heard none of that. Sorry, my headphones.
Okay.
My headphones just stopped working.
That was the best role
okay.
playing we've had it like all game.
No, all it was that Alon was chit chatting with him, and he said that the craft is working better than ever because of all that. And then he's like, "Well, my friends all want to talk to you, so let's hope they show up soon." So Ulfgar just found Bean, and Wolfrey, and I assume that you're in the tavern, probably with Talia.
Probably just listening, talking to people, that kind of thing.
Yep. Okay. So Ulfgar, Bean, you guys go get them.
Hey,
and you head outside town where you see Alon shooting the shit with Euronymous.
We got a thing to do.
What do we want to do?
We need to go. What is it? We need to find. I want to say the blue.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, we tell them the whole plan, but we have to transport some other people there. So,
Would it be faster for us to go get them in the cube, like the 3 that we need, the Mike and
What is the
Morgana
plan?
and Keo, or get them in the balloon?
do I
So
know?
first of all, have you guys explained the plan? Like that you've charted this place on the other side of the world. You know that you need to go there. It's the fastest way, probably. All that. Commandant has. I'm assuming you guys did all that, right?
Yeah,
that's what you meant by that.
Just so we don't have to say it all again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's assume
I'm
that.
just making sure that you've covered. I'm making sure you've
Yeah,
covered all
we'd be
that.
like, hey, we got this person, and we need to go to this place, and we need to do some things, and you're the best way to get there without us dying.
Learn the
Will you take us?
properties of this mountain that may help these people and all that.
So he
We're trying to
said
save
he goes, well, I would have to see the charts and everything to properly map this and see how long it would take. And he said, so I assume you let him know the Commandant has all that. That's what the Commandant was working on back when he was like letting the news run things, and he was able to chart it. So he would have to look at those charts.
You want to go to the school, dude?
He's like, yeah. He's like, I have no problem running to the school. He's like, do you mind if we go get my wife and then we'll go?
Nah, fuck her. Yeah, no, let's go get her.
If she wants to go on this worldwide journey with us, let's do it.
I'll go with him to retrieve her.
Well, he says, depending on how far it is, I may have to make some adjustments to the craft. That's why I want to know. So let's go look at the charts first.
Sounds good.
So if all of you guys are done, you got the cube back, right? You didn't leave the cube sitting there?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
If we were in
I
town,
assume we would always close it when we're not in it.
yeah, if we were in town, it
Okay.
was.
I just want to make sure that was established before we moved on. So, so you guys all load up in the craft. What's that? Caroline?
It looked like you wanted to say something.
Oh yeah. So if
I
we're
didn't
going
hear
on a worldwide tour, shouldn't we get the band back together and hit up all our friends? You know, Arun and
Oh yeah, let's go.
anyone. See if we want to get a posse together.
How about
So you want to like get everybody?
Have a party.
There is a
Okay,
dragon
so-
at this mountain. I am sure of it. If there's not, great.
That's
I'm really
hilarious.
happy there's not.
We gotta make some bullets real quick.
There's
Stop
some
by to
bullshit
see
going
my-
on.
Yeah, you guys have had that stuff and you haven't done anything with that shit.
We've been
So
everywhere, but sitting at the school making bullets.
We could stop back up and see my bay and get some magic weapons before we hit the road. Just stuff.
well, let's just do one thing at a time and let him look at the freaking charts
Yeah.
because he
Yeah,
hasn't
so
even
let's go
quoted
back
you
to
how
the
long it's
school
gonna take to
first.
get there. Like,
Well, he also I'm
this is
assuming
like if you're planning a road trip. This is like if you're planning a road trip across country and then like you're just like you just assume the last leg of the trip without even like planning the first like 3 days.
So first stop,
assuming
adventure.
if he sees the maps and he's like, oh, I need to make some like changes, that might take a little while.
That's kind of what I was indicating. That's why I said we don't need to go on a full blown tour of the continent before looking at the maps.
So
Right.
let's get his wife, let's get his shit, and let's head back to the school.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so he takes you guys up into the Alps, and you find this little tucked away nest. It's like a little, like I want to say, it's like a big deck. Like when I say big deck, remember this thing's big. Like this is like bigger than a train car. Like he could take 40 people on tour in this thing, right? And
So we could get
this big wooden deck is like propped up, and that's like his landing platform we go to, and he's got a small house there and everything, and his tools are all around, and he's got a much better setup here than he had out in the desert for sure. Like, and so he's been able to make a lot of perfection. So you get there and you do meet Sarah, which you guys met before, and you can tell she's a lot better than last time, not a walking wreck, and you can see that the two of them have reconciled.
Aw.
So that's all thanks to you guys. Because you guys didn't haul up and kill him or let him get killed by the assassins. And he, of course, elaborates. He's like, I don't know if it's safe to be in Secret City. I usually take people there and drop them off. I don't hang around long enough to get a ride out of there. So I always, after dropping somebody off Secret City, I leave. And
Who'd you owe money to anyway? Maybe we could go talk to him.
He's like, all those investors, you know. And he's like, my goal is just to make it by an honest means and then pay back what they, because it's by their money that I made this thing.
Are we going to Secret City?
No, he's just telling you guys.
Okay. I was like, what?
He's just telling you what happened since the last time you guys saw him. That they got all their shit out of there and never went back. Well, they've been back, but long enough to drop people off and leave immediately.
So this is why we would never really see him in the air nearby, because he was there for a couple minutes and then gone.
What do you still owe them?
And he's like, oh, about half of what I owed before.
Is there a number associated to that?
He's like about 14,000 gold.
Good to know.
Yep.
Not quite that rich yet.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think he was blowing it all in the casino? But anyway, anyway, yeah.
Can we go to the casino? Okay.
So he got side tripped there just to win the money. But anyway, so he's letting you guys know that, and they've reconciled with each other, and that's all hunky dory. So you guys are flying over Secret City to go to Northridge, and he lands outside of the school. And, you know, it's been a little over a week now since you guys took off on the vampire killing adventure. So you guys come in there, and Commandant gladly shows the maps and the charts. And Euronymous is looking him over. He's like, okay. This is a little bit further than what I was thinking. But he said, I do think that in a couple weeks I can have the craft fully capable of doing this. And as long as you guys can fund the resources it would take for us to all live aboard the craft, then we can do it, because I'm not that rich to feed us all. So Commandant's like, that's not a problem. I got that.
Bring up the fact that I have an entire house full of canned goods.
Yeah. There you go. So between you and the Commandant's resources, what, Phil?
We know how to make Pop-Tarts.
You know what's great about this? Like, you guys are going to get a chance to do a lot of stuff on this craft. Like, you know, so make sure you have the stuff for that. Like, you're not going to be able to do any heavy forging or anything like that. You're not going to be able to, like, make imbued weapons or freaking bullets, but they can definitely work on the pop.
All the reading. All the reading.
Reading, yeah, all that kind of thing.
They need to get more
anyway,
books.
so he says that he just says, so give me some time, and I will come back here. No need to come looking for me. He says, I'll come back here whenever it's ready, and we should be able to go shortly before spring. So there you go. So him and his wife go and take off. And
before he goes, I ask him one more time the name of the investors that he owes money to.
I don't have any names here, so I can't give you anything.
Before he takes off, is he going to his house?
It's a whole bunch of people, Lewis.
Just make up a group name right now. The Blackwater group.
It was enough people. It was enough people for like all of them to band together and pool resources into a freaking assassins to go after.
That's what I was wondering, if it was like he owed a certain group money, and then we go talk to them.
Bad Men Incorporated.
About leveraging his debt.
It's we'll say that it's the
Fantasy Goldman.
Secret City. It's a Secret City investment cartel.
Okay.
Before he takes off, is he going home now?
Yeah.
Would Wolfrian like to follow him home, set up the cube at his house, and then just kind of transport back here? That way now we can instantly get to where he is at.
In the mountains?
Yeah.
Is there enough space?
Is there a flat space there? I don't
can't.
think so.
Well, I don't know. We've never been there. How do we know?
There's no way because he couldn't even set up in Kundrakar. He couldn't even set up in Kundrakar. There's no way he can set up in Alps.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we could just track him anytime we wanted, though.
I was gonna say, at this point, I feel like it's been recommended enough that you would just give him a stone.
I do like how the barbarian came up with this idea, and none of the people who are capable of actually doing it.
I'm gonna go get him a stone and be like, wait, 1 second. I'm gonna go and get a
good
stone
idea.
The reason I came up with it was in character, because I've had multiple run-ins with the with the rock and different people.
Everyone
saying how
in this school knows where the stone is. It's literally like just right there, like as soon as a new student comes, Commandant goes and gets a stone and gives it to him.
I'm just gonna give it to him and be like, here you go.
Okay.
Use this if you ever need to find us and vice versa.
Of course, you know, it would need to be like coded to him and stuff. So that would have to be the wizard or Commandant to do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
Euronymous.
Yeah. So it's like that, and like he'd find, and the arrow would go to him, and then he could find you guys.
The mark.
Yep. There you go. Anything else to him before he leaves? Okay. So, yep, him and Sarah get back in the craft, and they take off, and he says, you know, in a matter of weeks, I should be ready to go. You guys do all that, and you guys go back to see what's been going on with the school while you've been gone over a week. And Commandant says, this is fantastic. It looks like we're actually going to be able to pull this off. I never imagined in my wildest dreams that we would be at this stage. And he says,
I didn't think
I want to thank you all. He says, I want to thank you all, and I would like to allow you to know that you are the best students I have ever trained. And there's nothing more that Ira Laneige can teach you. So when this adventure is over, you are official graduates of Northridge Adventuring School.
Time to buy a house.
Time to party.
Are we still adepts?
Phil?
Are we still adepts?
You're still a death after this is over. You can just erase it and put graduate. So at the end of this mission, you guys will be considered graduates of Northridge Adventure School. And Alon, same goes to you because it's like military school. You know, you're a corporal. You got a paid position there and all that. So that'll be scratched. You'll just be a graduate. So he says you guys have done. You guys done everything you could. And he says, however, there is another concern while we're waiting. And he says, this is the longest it has ever taken Laneige to come back from his family visit.
Oh, shit.
The lizards.
You try to kill him by lizard people again.
So he says, I would like to dispatch you all to retrieve him. I'm going to stay here to keep the school under control because we left it too vulnerable too many times. Of course, Laneige will stay here whenever I travel with you and Morgana to the mountain, but we need to find out what's going on with him. So I would like you all to go to his homeland and figure out what happened.
Where is he from?
The hill country in the east. I'll show you on the map.
Eastern Hill Country?
Yes, in the Hidden Valley. They make ranch there.
I was
literally going to ask, can I get some ranch?
Maize.
That is pretty far from Salt Marsh, so.
Yep. So there you go. So we are going to end tonight's session with that. I think that was a very balanced session.
We did die.
So honestly, guys, I don't know if that was my favorite session of all time, but some of my favorite things that have ever happened during this session.
It was good. We did a lot.
That battle with the vampires was one of the best fights I have ever seen in D&D.
Oh, really? Wow.
Miriam survives somehow, too.
Oh, my God. I thought she was toast.
I think we're doing shockingly well at not letting our NPC friends die. With the exception of Redshirt again.
Yeah.
They're not
who you
like
were pretty
Redshirt.
determined to kill.
Yeah, there was no saving.
Red Shirt again he survived the time I thought he was going to die, and I was like, okay, he's got to fucking die in this thing.
You just made him die. There was no saving him.
I mean, he can't go against his namesake.
Yeah.
I want to go around the table here because, like, really the only thing that I'm seeing like this problem is, and it's not anybody's fault, is something. I think Lewis is right. There is some kind of imbalance. It's like everybody keeps talking to each other. And that's the only thing that hangs us up. Like, it's like I hear too much coming through, but it's not anybody's fault. If we were around a table, we would all be.
I think we're just all too excited too. We're like, oh wait.
Yeah, I love that you're excited though. I trust me, a DM wants to see like if you're that into the story that he's put in front of you, and you guys want to alter it and everything, and go in and do all these different things, and that excites a DM. The DM's playing is different than the player's playing, and I'm really enjoying how you guys are going about this. But I want to do my roundtable discussion here, and we're going to start with Nola this time. What's your thoughts on this session, dude?
It was good. We again, it had a nice balance of kind of everything you want to try and get done in a good campaign session. You know, we had a little combat, we had a little puzzle figure out, we had a little this. You know, it was good. It was a nice balance of everything.
Okay, there you go. It wasn't the best session we've done, but it was the most balanced with everything. Role play, crafting, you know, whatever, you know, like you guys did a little bit of all kind of stuff. I agree entirely.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The
but before we go to Jeremy, I did want to ask also, what the heck was that?
Sorry, I'm on Instagram and a video just started auto playing, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Say, that was crazy.
It's like, I didn't realize my volume was up.
Yeah, I did want to ask Nola though. Those situations like that, like how do you think? Give me an honest feedback here, like for real. Give me a totally honest feedback. The situation like this where it's like, okay, there is a preset like cinematic for if you guys survive that and you come out of the cave, there's your chance to see. And I had you guys all roll, and the roll basically just determined which one of you saw it, and you were the one who got to react, right?
Right.
So how do you think that works? Do you think that's a good way of doing that? Like when you're trying to progress a main story quest? You can give me a totally honest answer.
I thought it worked fine. I as far as the storytelling aspect of the whole thing goes, I can't think of I honestly can't think of a time where there was like it felt forced, you know? So, you know, the fact that we weren't ready for the right moment at the right time.
Hold on a second. You guys all broke up. I didn't hear. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
What?
You guys all blanked out. I didn't see or hear anything for like 5 seconds.
What? Hello?
Okay. Go ahead.
What?
I can hear you now.
I don't know where I stopped talking.
You said about the storytelling. That's all you said. You said as far as storytelling.
Yeah, I was just saying. I honestly can't think of a time when there's been like a very obvious like you know, like a forced, like a railroaded. You know, you got to get here to do this, to do that, to do that. You know, we walked outside of the cave. We saw the blimp. We weren't ready for it. That's life. You know.
Yeah.
I know. I think I'd rather that happen because that does show you guys kind of my side of it, where it's like I can put stuff in front of you, but I can't make you do it. Like you still. I think that should prove to you that the dice still make a huge difference. Like they do, because you guys got every possible. Yeah. But look at that. We got that whole adventure down. I didn't expect you guys to go to that town at all. Like, that's awesome.
I have been very serious about that spot for a while.
I really enjoyed how you guys ended up there. So. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base and hear from Alon, since you were the one that ended up on that end of things. Like, if you thought that kind of was a smooth transitional way of getting people to move along. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, Jeremy, give me your thoughts on the session.
I mean, I agree that it was a good mix of everything. There was like the invisible wall was a nice little like puzzle to figure out. I had no idea what was actually going on there. The dice were not in my favor tonight, but it still worked out.
I definitely like how everyone saw an invisible wall except for you. You saw an invisible castle somehow.
Well, because I asked about a castle. I was like, is that what we got going on? Like, how am I standing here? And so my imagination just went with that. And I'm like, all right, so there's a room.
Shit, man. Like,
and like, I'm not going to see, like, I'm going to see where Morgana is, but she's not going to be able to get to me directly, like, real quick. And I don't know why I did that, but it happened.
So one thing that I've never had a problem with you guys that I have had a problem with other players before is invoking imagination. Like, I have not had to try as hard with you guys. Well, with that shit, man, like, you were the best thing ever because you just added a castle to the wall.
I just built it up.
Brought the wizard deep. The wizard's on his magic mushrooms.
Those vampires were just building and having a good time. And no, I don't know. It was fun though. The battle, you know, it was good. That there was real stakes in it. Like Miriam could have been dead. Like
Yeah.
absolutely 100%
He was
dead.
4 hit points
I'm
away from
genuinely
death.
amazed at the lack of death in this game so far.
I mean, it could be all over the place. I don't know if our more experienced players can tell you. There are games where people play for a year and no one dies, and there are games where, like, the first time they walk into dungeon, someone's dead.
It's just,
Like,
it's very shocking to me because I die a lot when I play video games.
This is I was actually talking with Professor Comics earlier. I don't know if he's still here. I appreciate it if he is. But he texted me earlier, and we were talking a little bit, and he said that he has never seen, or I told him that I have never seen a group go this long without at least having to make a saving throw from fainting. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I even upped the ante on the last two major.
I thought I was
Bigger
going
than what I was-
to with those red caps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very close.
Prepared.
Let's
Marsha
say-
was getting real close to being real.
So before we move on to Lewis, though, I do want to give you guys one cool insight piece about the invisible wall thing. So this is a great example of behind the screen of the DM. That wall had 3 opportunities to appear in the game in 3 completely different locations with 3 completely different reasons why it happened. You guys just happened to go to that place first. Isn't that cool?
What are the others? Or could they still show
Well,
up?
I can't tell you because there's still that, but it'll change now because there won't be a reason for that wall to be there in those places. But the reasons why they're there, that it'll be something else.
Okay.
So I just wanted to tell you guys that because that's one of those cool things. By the way, the wall's completely my design. That's 100% homebrewed.
How did you think we were going to solve the wall? Just out of curiosity.
I thought you were going to try to fly as high as you could. Well, first of all, no, I thought you guys were going to try to walk around it and see how far it went. And there is something to that too. But I thought that if that failed, you would have flown over, tried to do what Lewis said, and set up the house and teleport in. But at the same time, like we said, that would have been harder. That would have it may not have been harder in game. But it would have been like logically, players, you wouldn't have thought that. If you already knew you could go up over the wall, hey, here's the wall, it's 50 feet. There's a more logical way to get over than there is to go over, find a place, set up the house, go back over, set up the house.
I mean,
there,
you could have carried all of us individually. You can fit one person.
Yeah,
in
you
the
could have
room
carried
with
everyone
you.
individually at the time it would have taken. So you actually did probably the fastest. I don't think there's a way that it could have went faster than what you did.
Other than knowing it was a wall and not a castle.
Other than not imagining a random ass room at the top of the wall. Yes.
All right. Lewis, let's hear your thoughts.
Hyperactive imagination.
That's something I was wondering. Who put the wall there? Because it wasn't the vampires, so I was still wondering.
It was in fact the vampire cult.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah, because they can shut it off and turn it back on as much as they want, but the vampires can pass through it whenever.
Just real quick question. I'm assuming the point you brought up about if we walked around, we could have eventually found a way. So when we walked south to the western gateway, I'm assuming we walked around the wall.
The wall eventually went down and then over to the Alps.
The opposite of which we went.
Making a square formation, like a castle. But
so there
no
was a castle. I'm kidding. All right, sorry.
Anyway, Lewis, go ahead.
I knew that bike was going to be fucking torn to pieces by the time I got back.
Did you really?
I was so I was like, I'm just going to leave it in the woods. I was like, something's going to fuck this thing up.
Okay, so before you continue on, 2 things. I'm going to give you some more behind the screen here. Both the thing with the bike and the battle with the vampires. Did I not freaking play that all the way to the last second on it, and you guys had no clue that they were going to end up like that?
Oh, that was great. My natural paranoia was telling me it, but yeah, there was no.
But the vampires, though, if you guys go back and watch this video, I role played with you, let you guys play everything out before you guys had any idea that there was a cinematic with the freaking stripe coming out. All the vampires did.
Yep.
I made you guys literally believe you guys are. I let you guys do all the crafting. I let you guys come up with grab what shit you're gonna get. You suited up ready for battle. You guys were ready for a serious battle. We're gonna fight a dozen vampires, and then you get there, it's like nope.
Yeah, just the cleanup crews walking out, like, oh, where you been?
Yeah,
fucking predatoring them. Yeah, that was great.
I really wanted you guys to get the feeling that these are your guys' Slytherin.
I
is
just want to.
striker.
I know you told me not to, but I really just want to shoot him, Danny. Like
I didn't
I
tell you
mean,
not
with
to. I
the
said, like,
gun.
I didn't tell you not to. I told you it could lead to. I told Jeremy this too. It could lead to game-ending shit for at least the ones who actually did something like that.
We could just.
It could.
Let Ulfgar
Just want to shoot him.
fail a save when he cooks for him one night.
He's not a villain though. That's the thing. See, here's the thing. You guys could potentially.
He's just a dick.
You guys are kind of past that now, but
Yeah.
the whole thing with the first encounter, like if you guys had done something to initiate a battle with him, there's entirely possible that the commandant could turn on the person who did that. Like Phil, remember when he like yelled at you?
Yeah.
If you had done one more thing, your punishment was going to be he was going to dock you an entire month's stipend.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
So
He's just a piece of shit, but
Just a
whatever.
dick. Yeah, no, but it was a good game. I mean,
I'm still debating cursing him.
like they said, I was all ready to fight those vampires. God damn it, fucking striker.
strike. Yeah.
Strike.
Striker, no striking.
Cool. So overall, though, like you enjoyed the session, I could tell.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody seemed like they really enjoyed this one too. So
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It's the kind of sessions I strive for. So, Caroline, let's hear you
I mean,
top to bottom on.
I'm always having fun with these. I don't have any. No qualms from me.
One question:
Yeah.
Was
Well,
that bike
I know
always
you
going to
got
be dead?
calls, but- Huh?
Oh, sorry. One question: Was that bike always going to be dead, or did you roll for that?
You took too long to go get there. I had a threshold that I was thinking of letting you get it back, and then you went way too long. Yep.
Yeah.
So, but Caroline, no, I just want to hear your thoughts on the session. I know you liked it.
I mean, I had fun. I enjoyed murdering the vampire, running into my old friend. Didn't enjoy some apples. I had a whole myriad of experiences. I read a book, which is there like will you text me? I'm assuming information I need to know from that book.
Which book was this?
The one about the one with the name I can't pronounce. For the hand.
Okay, yeah.
That one.
You're not
I can't
done with
pronounce.
that. You're not. Well, I assume you are now because I forgot you.
Yeah,
did
I
all.
read it
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
course of that 5 days.
I can give you some awesome information on Igwilf.
Mm-hmm. Just shoot me whatever you think would be relevant or necessary or cool. I'm
It'll be
excited
a
for
lot.
that. I am very curious about getting on this balloon, so I need to go stock up on shit to do, like books to read, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go spend more money. I thought it was fun that I ran into Alakazam. I like him.
Yeah, I wanted to give you that since you showed up and the shop was gone and you went looking for Hera in there. And see, Hera, I have had a mental note of where she's at, and if you got super high roll, I was gonna ditch that and put her there. But
I've been wanting to find her for a while, and this is the first opportunity I've had to think about it and go it's a marketplace, like a traveling market.
I'm gonna drop a huge hint to you right now. All right,
Secret City.
Hera is a witch of chaos magic. Igwilf is the witch queen.
Chaos magic.
She
I got
probably
time for
knows
that
quite a
shit.
bit about the hand.
Alon has my hand. Which I will probably, after this amount of time not seeing it, start wondering what the fuck he did with it and ask him. Yo, where's my hand? I spent 400 gold on that. But yeah, I'm having a ton of fun. I'm finally getting little side quests for me to do, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
And now I can't wait to see
Yeah,
it.
I promise you, the rune thing will be amazing. And you guys got time for that if you guys hurry up and solve.
Oh
the
no,
thing
I
with
absolutely.
Glenee.
Well, because if we're gonna go grab Enoch, we're gonna go see a rune, and I would be like, a rune, because he's my favorite. I love him.
All right, Phil.
Well, I guess everybody covered most stuff. I will say I am happy that I have found a printing press.
Yeah.
Think that was the same session. That was the first thing we did the whole game. You did that right away.
Just do we know what he's doing?
I don't think they do.
No.
Because I am actually doing a secret thing. that
I've
you will
talked
find
about it,
out
but
eventually,
I've talked
but I am
about it,
not
but I have
telling you.
not told them.
Cool.
A secret thing.
I know in the
Yep.
moment in the game I will tell you.
I know exactly what's going to cause me to tell people too, and I don't think it's going to happen.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, Phil, I thought you played really well too. The stealthing in the cave was great. I thought that was good action.
I feel like I got kind of lucky, but
you but you came really close to being the one that actually killed the vampire. If Ulfgar hadn't like mad dashed over there with swinging an axe, then it would have come down to you or him, I think. And I mean that literally. I think it would have been like if you would have killed him on your turn, or he would have killed you on your turn, or at least knocked you out. Because like, what's your total hit points?
40 total when I'm at full health.
And you were down like 9, right?
Yeah.
He would have got you within 10 hit points or lower on the next turn.
Yeah, well, I just assume any vampire attack is going to be close to lethal.
Do vampires have advantage, or not advantage, but bonus on wisdom?
I think, they have like a +3 or +4 wisdom save.
Because I had a spell I was going to use if Ulfgar didn't kill him to get them away. But I was like,
that battle was amazing.
Throw.
Oh no. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. It's not related. I'll tell you backstage. I just read a headline.
Oh God.
Okay. Well, with that said, let's go ahead and move backstage because we've all said our piece. Everybody clearly had really a lot of fun with this one. And
yeah, I mean, I feel like every time it's either just as fun or more fun, at least for me.
Yeah.
I like rolling dice.
It's like, well, and like I said, the trick to that, for all you future DMs that are either watching or playing in this game right now, the trick to that is, once again, if you have a killer knock it out of the park session, then what you need the next session to be is you need it to be completely different. It needs to be a totally different kind of session.
I like that we're getting a bit of like required content, open world content, required content, open world content.
Yeah, I'm trying to balance that
in a sense.
And I think the balance is pretty good. You guys had a lot more open world tonight because you guys just the situation.
Because I was like, hey, let's go to this town.
I tried to keep it open world on the way to objectives. You know, I gave you guys a whole session like that where you guys all went off on your own quests. You guys were just waiting for story to happen, like weeks down the road.
And I feel like,
and it's like,
for at least myself, I'm getting more comfortable with playing those more open world games and playing more my character.
Good shit. Okay, let's drop backstage and kick this further. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you all.
We're still live.
Did it go?